Hello, hello. Hopefully, all the audio there worked. I finally got our Pencast intro changed around. So, if I was talking, can you hear me now?
Let us know what you can hear.
It doesn't seem like it. Yes, perfect.
Yep.
Okay, thank goodness. This might be the first time we don't have any actual audio issues, so that'd be nice.
Hey, shush.
Bro, no jinx, man.
The audio half an hour early.
Sush.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining us again. We're super excited for this session. We are once again going back into Boo's world, so we're super excited for that. It's just coincidence that we are doing it right as, the Multiverse of Madness comes out. So that's
Oh, that's
100%
fun.
coincidence. I mean, I didn't even think of it until
Wait,
Ben
what is
couldn't
this?
join us because that's where he is right now. So that's why he's not here because he's
Oh,
enjoying
yeah, okay.
Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, I
which
forgot that.
Is he really?
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Why didn't he invite us?
Well, probably because he had plans a lot earlier. Anyway, very fun,
He did.
very
He
exciting.
planned it much earlier.
So we're going into our own little multiverse, separate dimension to go back to Cougs, and I'm just gonna turn it straight over to Coog now. I mean Boo. Oh my gosh, straight over to Boo right now,
Hey,
so that he
Cougs,
can go
go
ahead
ahead.
with all the character intros and all that good jazz. And I'll put on some.
Well, hi everyone. I'm Boo Phillips. I play Coog normally, but today I am God. So, go ahead, Michael. If you want to do a character fact or a fun, giggly thing.
So I'm Michael Honey, and I'm playing Cal, the samurai cowboy. And Cal's fact for this week is that he once got into an arm wrestle with a bear, and it was a tie, but Cal was using his left hand.
Get Rex, bro.
Who's next?
I'll go next because I
Go
haven't
ahead,
ever
why
done
not?
one of these, so I'm very excited to. My character I'm playing is Gerard. He is a Simic hybrid monk. His fun fact is that growing up, he thought he was a very courageous person, and then he started studying to become a monk and found out that he's not in the slightest,
He's
and he is terrified of most monsters and a lot of different humans. So sad for him.
Sad.
Can you say that again?
I'll take it next. Why not?
Yeah.
All right. I am Alec Jordan, and I will be playing Vug. I'm going to be doing a little bit different accent this time, and you'll realize why I say you should really be careful with the name Vug. So, my character fact today is actually not as happy and peppy, but Vug was. I told you a little bit about like his fun little friend creature before, but that is actually the soul of one of like his best people in the world that was important to him. Is inside of this new little creature, but since she went out in the way that she went out, you'll figure that out later, probably whenever Coog decides to reveal it. So he
Yes,
is.
you will
he's
figure that out
very-
later.
Yeah, he's very reserved now in this terms of actually like truly liking someone or letting someone get close because he's afraid that something else like that will happen to someone else, and he can't go through that pain again.
That's so sad. Well,
Amy.
hi everyone. I am Amy Ermson, and I play a character called Sush, and she
I love
is
Sush.
a tiefling.
She's technically
Tiefling.
a tiefling.
Technically,
Technically.
but
What she actually is.
she's just this round, fuzzy ball, pretty much. So it's really fun to play this character. It's kind of, it looks really different, but because she's so round, she actually has a little bit of a fear about balloons. Because they tend to stick to her whenever she's close by, because she's so fuzzy. And to her, they look a lot like her, except they're sleek but have no face. So they're a little bit suspicious to her.
You murdered, shaved, and then blew up my ancestors or my distant cousins.
And so she's just a little bit suspicious of them, a little bit freaked out. Especially if they're black. Other than that, you know, she can, if they're transparent, then it's okay, I guess. But still kind of.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, that's.
I imagine this is how I picture Sush. If you combine Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc. and a sea urchin, just like put those two things together, that is Sush.
Just no arms and legs.
But yeah. So
It's not
yeah,
prickly.
that's there. And so maybe one day I'll make a little drawing of it. Maybe while
You
we're
should.
today.
You 100% should.
And then you guys.
Because I want to
can-
see like where the mouth and eyes are compared to like, is it Mike Wazowski?
No mouth, no eyes.
No, that she has a,
No mouth,
she has
no
eyes, but she has two eyes. So I guess it's more like that meme of Mike Wazowski. But you can't. They're smaller. And you can't really see
These
her mouth
two little
unless
like
she
beady
opens it.
things.
Yeah. So
I can imagine all of her fur is like hiding her mouth until she smiles, and it's just like this.
exactly, yeah, it's a little bit creepy, but she's actually really cute, so it'll be fun.
Oh,
All right, well,
Boo. Do you have D&D Beyond pulled up just by chance?
I do.
Okay, that means I can roll there if I really want to. Got it. Awesome.
Yeah, that would be great.
Sweet. Real quick,
So-
if I can, Boo. Sorry, I forgot. I've forgotten this for like the last
Alright.
3 weeks.
Go for it.
If
Go
no
for
one has noticed, up in the top left, we are technically sponsored by HelloFresh right now. So that's really all I was going to do
Yeah.
into that one because I don't know.
Actually, you know what? I can do a really quick thing for HelloFresh because if you guys actually go and order from HelloFresh, it is worth it. It is very nice food. I have done HelloFresh. I've done a couple of the other things that they have that HelloFresh owns. I cannot remember those two companies right now. But it is nice food. It's really nice food. It's very flavorful. It's really good. I wouldn't say the portion sizes are large for a guy like me. I mean, I'm 6 foot, but I'm 250 pounds, and I eat a lot of food when I want to. So it's the food is good. It's really great. It was really great for my wife, but don't expect to be full.
Yeah, well, I can attest to be a little different there because I'm a small dude, like almost opposite of Boo. But I did get to try one of their things, and we got this like spaghetti that had like sausage in it. And it was like Italian flavoring and all that stuff. So good, but we still had like leftovers because me and my wife we're tiny people. So I guess it just depends on like size differences. But I can
Yeah.
attest, it's some good stuff. Like it's actually pretty high quality.
So please go support us by going and purchasing food from our link.
Specifically.
Otherwise we won't like really benefit from giving you this spiel about HelloFresh.
Just
Is
remember.
it just me, or is anyone seeing Amy dissolve into the void?
Did you develop the
Did I dissolve into a what void?
void?
No, I'm good.
The void.
I
She's just sitting there on the couch to me. So, all right,
Oh, okay.
let's get
well,
into this.
I guess I'm just weird.
You guys, on last time we were here in Boo's universe, you avoided a giant crystal monster. It would have killed you if it had hit any of you, which is a very intense thing for a DM to do on our first episode of a world that I continue to plan to
Here you went.
extend forever. But I hopefully everyone got there. We did. Now you have met Qualis. He is a treant. He used to be human, but he was blessed by a specific treant, and he slowly over time turned into a treant. He's very small. He's a small human-sized treant. He can be quite powerful, but his power is based off of his emotions towards those things that he loves. So, if you want to piss him off, threaten something that he loves. And he is not shy about telling you the things he cares about. So, listen to him closely. That's what happened last time. Let's get into this.
Hey,
You
Quills, what do you
evolve-
love?
Well, let's get into that later.
Oh, they get rid of my pencil and my notebook here. How is that even possible?
Imagination.
Wow.
Anyway, I got my notes back.
So, you guys have now gathered around a rock that kind of emits heat and glows. You have seen into another universe. Who you were, what you did, what has affected you so far. You know that you've lost a party member in the past. You know that there is much going on that you are trying to understand. Qualis is now, you have had a few days rest in the company of Qualis. He has told you short stories, which I plan on actually recording some point and putting up as my own podcast. But I will also make sure that Wyatt gets them so that he can put them up if he would like.
Sweet.
Now, the things
I am,
that
of course.
Qualis has told you, he's about to tell you what's happening with his immediate surroundings. He's about to ask you many things, and hopefully you can do whatever you want. You could ignore him and walk away, or you can decide to help him.
I like ignoring.
But Qualis has now asked you if you would assist him. He's been looking for people for some time. He has unfortunately sent people to their deaths a couple of times.
Well, that's good to know, I guess.
Did you tell us that?
I'm making sure you know that now.
Okay.
So that is why
No.
he is offering you this. I would say it in Qualis' voice, but it would take forever, so I'm just going to say it as DM. Qualis is offering you this. You can go straight into the mission that he's going to ask you, or you can stay here and train to level up quicker. But believe me, certain missions will be easier if you level up quicker. Certain missions you will have access to sooner if you level up. But as of right now, Qualis has asked you, there is a local kingdom that is destroying his forest, which he has created to protect
Guys, we need to burn a city.
to protect the creatures here, the forest itself. Imagine Lord of the Rings. The forest is alive. You know that from last episode when you were walking down a path that seemingly disappeared behind you.
I reckon we could go and protect some trees for you.
Qualis is gonna thank Cal. Cal, now that I've got your name down, I thank you for your offer.
Oh, it's
What would everyone else like to do? You can stay here and train and become stronger through my grueling tasks, or you can go and be adversaries for me at the next door kingdom.
What is this grueling task you talk about?
Well, you're just gonna train with the beasts of my forest.
Was it that weird wall beast thing you talk about?
The thing that one of you looked at and was very afraid of, that is one of them, yes.
I didn't really like that.
Yeah, it was you. Yes! I could not remember who did it.
Stronger sounds good to me, but grueling, not so much. Not a fan of grueling.
Oh, don't worry. While you're here, you won't die.
We won't die.
Yeah,
That sounds good to me.
I'll make sure you don't die here.
I will stay.
That sounds
I will
better.
stay here.
Yeah.
You cow can go take care of neighboring kingdom.
How long can I stay here exactly?
Yeah?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, that got me. That was funny. Qualis answers. You can stay here as long as your lifespan allows you to.
Okay.
Oh shoot!
Now,
I like
I
the
think you
sound of
better
that.
not extend it that long. He's liable to take you up on that offer.
Well,
Yeah, it sounded real good to me.
All right, so if you guys want to, you can definitely split up, and we can make this work. I am not afraid to split up a party. We will spend about 20 minutes on each, or sorry, 10 minutes on each party, jumping back and forth. So, Amy, what would you like to do?
Oh.
Well, I want to stay. I'd rather not die today. So, but he's a little bit
Well-
weirdo, so I don't know about.
Qualis just needs you to deliver a message today. That's all he needs. If you would like, then you guys can just go and deliver a message, or something else could happen along the way. Who knows? Or you can stay here and you can decide to train, and we can have some intense training battles.
Well, YOLO, so YOLO.
Wow.
YOLO.
So we'll stay
Okay.
here. I'm just
Well,
saying.
Now, are you?
Now, I don't have anything against staying and working up a sweat, getting some good wrestling in, but these trees sound like they're in urgent need. I feel as if I'm obligated to go and help as soon as I can.
Well,
Alright.
do we feel the need to leave you two here to start the work, and I will accompany Cal if he is the only one leaving.
Ooh.
Ooh, I
Ooh.
want to go.
Maddox, gentlemen.
Wait. My choice is
All right,
to
so-
either stay with him or go
If that's
with them.
decided,
Mama?
if that's decided, we have 2 people staying and 2 people going. Correct?
No. I can't decide. Yeah, you give me
Yeah.
a second.
I think the other two look a lot stronger than this. I don't know. I think I'd rather go with them if they're leaving.
Wants everyone to stay?
Hey, don't knock on the squish, bro.
Now,
Not a-
now hold on. Don't let my hurry and get you all out of sorts. You can stay here. There ain't no shame in staying and getting a little stronger. It ain't no skin off my neck if I gotta go this alone.
Wherever Cal goes, I'll go. Seems like he's the one capable of. He seemed pretty confident in whatever he might face.
Well, Cal, do you want the little round thing, or shall I accompany you?
Anyone that wants to accompany me is welcome.
I will let the little round ball go.
Oh, are we all leaving then? Splitting up? I hate splitting up. It's the worst.
Oh, this will give you time to eat. You can eat and finish your food.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good point.
Oh, also, just in case no one's noticed, we have our kids here today. So
Here, can you
That's
give me
gonna
that water, please?
It's just more entertainment for our podcast.
all
I
Right.
feel really bad
For
though.
those people watching, got a naked little boy running around in the background.
Yep. Boys are like
Gerard's probably pacing right now, thinking, "This has really been throwing me some ups and downs. Excited about not dying, but everyone's leaving me.
I'm gonna stay.
I don't know."
You should go.
And then he'll probably just sit down for a second.
Qualis being, how tall are you as a human? Oh, sorry, how tall are you?
Me?
Yeah, a Simic hybrid. As a Simic hybrid.
I am 6 foot exact, the perfect
Name
height.
again, White?
All right, cool.
Gerard.
So you sit down on a tree stump, and Qualis walks over. You know, he's only like 5'3", 5'4",
Oh,
and he puts his hand on your back and he goes, "You can stay here. It only takes one to deliver a message, but anyone can go, anyone can stay."
Uh-oh. It's a wolf.
I'm gonna walk over to Gerard and
Well,
And-
I'm gonna say,
Uh,
I think that's the best for my character.
as I come over, I pull out one of my revolver cartridges from my belt and hold it out. Now, Gerard, you know what this is?
What is what?
what is it?
Cool.
Now, this is the first bullet I ever owned.
Oh,
Now, I've kept this with me all the years I've been out adventuring, and it's never done me wrong. So I'm going to leave this here with you, and as long as you're holding on to this, ain't nothing bad going to happen to you.
well, it looks like you've never fired it. How could it have ever helped you?
Don't let that shit.
It's a charm, my friend.
Ah,
This,
okay.
this is special.
Oh, I don't like that.
He just reaches out his hand, kind of like, yeah, okay.
Can I make a check to try and bluff him?
Do it.
Or a deception check.
I don't have a black pen.
Let's see.
Yeah, that would be
15.
a deception check. Yeah, he's deceived. If it's a 15.
Well, what's his save?
I mean, I rolled
What's your
I don't know
passive
what my-
wisdom?
my passive.
Oh, sorry, that's not a thing. Oh yeah, it is.
Well,
What's your passive
perception.
wisdom?
Well, passive insight. I got 12. Yeah, it's a 12 for passive.
Okay. Yeah. You're convinced that this is Lucky Bullet.
I will take it then.
One green.
Take care of that thing. That means a lot to me, so I'll be coming back for it.
Now, is there like a button I'm supposed to press to activate it, or I don't have any of those things you hold on your side like you do.
You just put that in your pocket and you keep it there.
That's
and make sure you got it on you at all times, and ain't nothing bad gonna happen to you.
Oh, okay. It's as easy as that, I guess. And he just takes it.
Vug is gonna go walk
Straight
up and
to
flick him in the side of the head and be like, "I don't think it works."
Ow! Okay. I decided wherever the giant man goes, I'm going the other
What
way.
is he saying?
Alright. Sush, what is Sush gonna do?
Sush is deciding that she's gonna stay here, and she's gonna just do whatever this guy says. She's just a little happy fluffball, and I think she's decided
Awesome. So
that.
we're gonna follow the party going to the kingdom first. It is technically a about a 3/4 of a day walk. So it's to get out of the forest, and then about a half a day to get to the kingdom. So what happens is Qualis actually casts haste on you guys, so you will be there within 6 hours if you travel through the forest directly where he tells you to go.
Oh.
Qualis tells you that the trees will part way for you in the direction you need to go. Follow them, don't deviate, because they will whip you.
Oh shoot!
Well,
I don't know if I'm ready to take him to dinner first. Sheesh.
I am being rude.
Nice.
Follow that. So now this message is just a warning. Hey, you better cut it out, or you got a letter for us to take.
Yes, and he hands you a scroll, like a very large scroll. If you held it in your hands, it would be like 3 foot wide and like 8 inches around. It's enormous. So he hands it to you, Cal. Can you carry this scroll? It's about 10 pounds.
I wonder if the drawing of Qualis angry, like, "Don't come."
I'm pretty sure I can carry 10 pounds.
Yeah, I'm just making. I'm just asking you if you want to carry it or if you want to give it to Vug.
Yeah, no, it only takes one hand to use a gun, so I can get this in the
All
other
right, cool. So it does have a sling, so you can put it over your shoulder, hands free. So you take this scroll. You guys, he points you in the direction the forest parts ways, and you guys will take off. Okay. I'm going to say you guys. Do you do anything while you're traveling through the forest?
Just doing whatever cow does.
I'm gonna try and engage Vogue in some conversation. So, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on our wooden friend back there?
The Qualis, I think was his name. Is that right?
Yeah.
He kind of freaks me out, to be honest. How does a man turn into a tree?
Well, I'll admit it's something new for me as well, but I've met my fair share of people that weren't no smarter than a tree, so this is...
a tree branch whips you out of nowhere.
I think you angered me, Forrest, my friend.
Well, I do apologize. I'll try and be more polite going forward.
Hey, don't worry, I think you guys are very smart. Yes.
Now I'm just
a tree root comes off the ground and throws your foot up in the air, and you just kind of like, whoa.
I don't know if we should be talking about the trees, my friend. They are very insensitive. I don't know, sensitive. What is the word?
Yeah, we should change the subject here.
Yes. So, what is the best tavern you've been in?
Oh no. Now I'm not much for taverns myself. Now saloons, on the other hand, now that's more my scene.
What is
now suddenly walking? You guys are now out of the forest, like out of nowhere. What? Like, oh, you're in a field that seems like the edge of this field seems like it's burnt, and you keep walking. Clearly, you're making some haste because you're moving, and you don't realize it. But you guys are moving through this field now, and it's like a wheat field.
What?
All of a sudden, then you hit a road. Do you follow the road, or you can see ahead of you? There's a kingdom right there.
Wait, are we already split up?
It's about.
So
it's technically, in reality, it would be another 6 hours to get to that kingdom, but you'll get there in less than an hour. Do you head straight for it, or do you follow the road, which you assume will go to the kingdom?
Nah, I've found plenty of shortcuts that ended up taking longer, but I ain't never found a road that took longer than a road should. So I'm gonna follow this road here.
But
cool.
it's right there.
Now it looks like it's right there, but think of all the things in between us and there. Like, well, look at all the fire around. I wouldn't want to catch fire. Everything in that field seems to be gone, so...
Like, you just have water you put on the fire and keep walking.
Now, how much water you got on you?
I have one water skin.
One water skin, that's same as I've got. Now, how many times you reckon you can put out a man-sized fire with one water skin?
If you use sparingly, probably 3.
Are you guys just standing there talking, or are you walking?
I think if he started walking, Vug is just following him at that point.
Okay, so you guys are surprised at how, like, all of a sudden the road slowly is curving back towards the kingdom. And it seems rather uneventful. There's nothing on the road. Nothing's happening. You start to see people around you, and they are just like, what the heck? What? All these people are looking at you. It's just like, fly by them. And they're like,
just hearing us
what
talk
is
about
happening?
splashing of water.
So all of a sudden, you guys are seeing the astonishment on people's faces. What do you do now?
Whatever hoodoo he cast on's got some zip to it. I could get used to this.
Yes. I feel like Speed Racer. Kind of cool.
Speed Racer.
Speed racer.
You want to
Speed racer.
test how much this speed works? See which one of us can get to the kingdom first?
I am big man and very slow, but I will take you on.
Do you both have movement speeds of 30 feet?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So, alright. You guys want to race? I would like you to do an athletics check. Both of you.
Oh boy. Athletics. Oh, I'm actually very good with athletics. Oh, never mind. I am not. Got an 18, which actually is not terrible.
What did you get?
18.
Oh, I got 12.
Alright, so you guys start racing, and Cal is like accidentally shouldering people and just like hitting people, and they're like just like flung 10 feet every time you touch somebody.
Sorry about that.
And so Vug definitely wins, and you guys have reached the gates of this kingdom in like 45 minutes. Like no big deal at all. You've cut your time by 3/4 just by racing. But Cal, you kind of come up behind Vug and be like, "Oh, dang it! I would like you to give us that response."
Oh gosh.
I must admit, I'm a quick fella, but you were just flying, my friend.
Oh, thanks, but
You got
can
some
we sit down for a little bit? I don't run very often, and we already ran yesterday, so I'm not feeling too good.
You don't need to run no more. We can just take it nice and leisurely now. You've proven that you're the superior runner. I can't think of anything funny. You're better than me. All right.
Oh, I thank you.
All right. So you guys get to this kingdom gate. The first thing you notice is that there are guards everywhere, and they seem very helpful. They are running around. They are just helping people. They are assisting just everyone they can see. They walk in and say, "Hey, does anyone need any help?" And somebody will be like, "Can you do this for me?" And it's usually a farmer. It's usually a lady trying to like, "We need help getting water to our well," things like that. And they just rush off, and they're all gone. And there are a few things that you do see. Just a second, let me get to that. I messed up and I wasn't ready. Okay.
Hey,
First thing you see is a lady. She's quite beautiful. If you were to, you're looking at her and she is just like, wow. She's asking for help. What she does is she's just saying, "I need help. My father is dying. He was beaten to almost near death, and I need help. Please, somebody help." The next thing you see is an old man. He is asking, he needs help with his farm. He needs help like right away. "I just need somebody to come work for me. We're gonna lose this crop if we don't get it harvested by the end of the week." The next thing you see is a young boy. He's asking for help. He has no family. He has no idea where they are. He's just alone.
I'm gonna cry.
And there's at the same time there's a tavern keep that comes out and he's like, none of my waitresses showed up today. Nobody's helping. I need people to serve mead. And he's just like, oh gosh. Wow, that is. I thought you actually had like lengthy arms and legs, but I guess not.
No, they're just in resting position.
So, yeah, okay, I get it now. So those are the things you see. I would like Cal and Vug to pause there and think about those things. Decide which one you would like to do. If you can, like, do it in a chat to each other quietly. And I'm gonna jump over to Amy and Wyatt.
Yay!
So,
No.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
sorry, one moment.
You're fine.
Qualis is now looking at. Well, this is obviously at the beginning, like once Cal and Vug left. Okay.
Obviously. Got it.
Qualis is looking at you, and he says, "Would you like the tour, or would you like to train?"
I thought
So-
we were here to
Go.
trade.
Go. Mom.
But what's the tour? What's different?
Do you speak with words?
Yeah?
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
I mean, I speak with words.
I don't know. You're like a dust ball, so I wasn't positive.
Oh, just in their head. Oh wait, I still have that power technically, but I'm not using it.
You do have that power of telepathy,
Yeah, you can
but
just always talk to people.
so yeah, if you wanted to talk to Gerard that way, yeah, you could. But
Not yet.
he, Qualis is looking at both of you, kind of waiting for your answer, and he goes, "A quick tour."
Yeah. Yes.
I guess so. And I kind of like pull my hood down a little bit further. And I'm like, okay, I guess. Like he
Oh.
obviously doesn't really want to do a tour, but he also doesn't want to tell him that he doesn't want to do a tour.
Qualis gets a little excited. He's like, "Oh, good deal. The last people I had here was 8 years ago, and they never came back. So I haven't had many people to talk to. I have beasts and trees, and we talk very slow."
I
So
just pull my
in this
head
little
down a
tiny
further.
clearing that you're in,
More.
just on the edge of some trees. It's not very thick, full of trees, but you can tell that the leg is right there on the other side of those trees. And you can see the mountain that you presumably came out of
Yeah.
on the other side of this lake. Like almost, it looks like it's in the center of this lake, but you can't really tell from where you're at.
Where we were hurting
So-
Qualis' best friend.
Dad.
Yes. So Qualis,
Yeah.
out of nowhere, you are like on an island, just off the shore in the middle of this great lake. You're
Oh.
all like out of nowhere. All three of you are right there, and he goes, "That is Crystal Mountain."
Yeah, we've been there. I don't want to go back.
Oh,
thanks.
ooh, you were there, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
okay if we stay away from
They
that
told me about that. Yeah. He was a little upset, but it's all right. And then he looks around. He kind of throws his arm around like this, and he says, "This is my Great Lake. I haven't named it yet. It's been about 400 years, but I just haven't named it yet.
one. Okay.
Maybe you can help me do that as well." And then he turns around and he's like, and he says, "This is my great forest, and I like it here.
And you haven't named that
The
either, right?
beasts like it here." The what? What did you say?
Nothing. And he just pulls us.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Out of the water, you can see little. You can see the water moving around, like fish are swimming around, things like that. You see a couple big, what looks like big fish, and I don't know if you want to do a perception check. You can probably see what they are, but if not, you can just carry on. All of a sudden, all right. What do you perceive anything?
No, I would not do a perception check once I saw the big
Oh,
ones.
you would not.
Yeah.
Big
Okay.
what? I'm like
Big
that.
shadows in the water.
Oh, I want to check. So let me.
All right, you go to check, and Qualis kind of like snaps his fingers, and you guys are back in that little clearing.
Ah, does that feel like
Yeah.
anything, or is it just like I'm standing
No,
and I'm
it's kinda
standing
like
somewhere
a-
else?
Yeah, it's kind of like you're standing somewhere else, but like a very, very slight drop.
Wait, so I
Like
just
you were
rolled for perception.
weightless, and then all of a sudden gravity affected you.
Okay.
I got a 14.
And and you're looking around, and you're looking in the water, and then all of a sudden you're looking at the ground, and you see little tiny lizards.
Oh, thanks.
You see a bunch of little critters, and are you you seem confused at like you were staring into water, but now you're staring at the ground.
Yeah. Did my head turn? Just, I start walking around in a little circle.
Does your body turn?
Your
you
body?
mean?
Yeah, my
Your
body.
whole body?
Dust cloud just moving around in
It
circles.
just looks like my eyes are shifting
Little-
from one side of my body.
Crazy, that's like I say so.
They like move through your fur.
Anyways.
That'd be funny. Oh, hello! But all of a sudden, after that, you Koala says, "Well, there's really nothing else to see, I guess. It's just a few big things in one area. But how would you like to train now?"
Yeah.
Okay.
This isn't a trick, right, Qualis?
What do you mean by a trick?
You're not gonna hurt us, are you?
Well, I did say that you wouldn't die here with me, so
And
yes.
Gerard's hand goes straight into his pocket where he has the pistol bullet.
And Sush's eyes just go really big and then go back down as well.
She gets all wide-eyed, and the fur all the fur splits everywhere, and you're like, "Oh gosh, oh crap!"
All you hear from Sush
No.
is like this. She goes. And then it's
While you're doing that, Qualis kind of like taps his foot on the ground, and he's a little guy, so obviously you can't like feel it or nothing. But all of a sudden, some like pretty intense-looking creatures come out of the forest. Okay.
Oh no. Okay.
So what you see come out of the forest
Intense beautiful,
Is-
right?
What's that?
Intense beautiful, right? Not intense scary.
Yeah, intense. Well, intense, beautiful, intense,
Oh.
scary because
All of
It's
the
They're-
so different.
they are animals that you know of, but they are huge. Like they're enormous animals.
Okay.
So what's going on here is what you see. I've lost my place. There you are. You see a gigantic warthog.
Ah,
Let me change that really fast. You see an enormous rhinoceros, which seems normal size, but seems way more vicious than a normal rhinoceros.
man.
You see a giant ram. You see a giant lizard, and you see a giant snake. All come out of the forest.
Oh goodness.
They all kind of make their way over to you across this small clearing, and they all just kind of like sit and look at you. I would like you to make a... Oh, I'm sorry. I totally lost it. A wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Are they surrounding us, or did they all
No,
come out
they're
like,
just
from
kind
in
of
front of
standing in
us?
front of you, just like
From in front of us?
just over here in front of you.
Okay.
Wisdom.
Okay. I'll roll wisdom here too. Sure. Boom.
Is in number.
Oh man, that's a
I
5.
have a 11.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we're good.
Wyatt, you're in.
Right.
You're kind of like. You're intimidated by all of them, but not in like I want to run away.
No.
Intimidation. You're just like, okay, I'm not ready for this scenario. I don't know what to do. That's where you're at.
Okay.
Amy,
Yeah.
Sush is kind of. She's drawn to one of them in particular,
Okay.
but you don't know. You can tell that you want to go near one of them, but you can't tell which one of them it is just yet.
Oh god.
Like I said, Gerard, you do not want to go near any of them. You just kind of want to stay where you're at. You're not afraid of any of them necessarily, unless your like natural timid personality is. And that's where you're at. Qualis then looks at you two and says, "Oh, which one of them would you like to introduce yourself to?"
Sush is gonna stand up and say, And since she feels that way, she's gonna start walking closer to the group until she hopefully senses who she wants to introduce herself to by who she wants to approach.
Okay, who did you approach first?
I get to choose?
Yeah, if you want, you can approach any of them. It's this D&D, Amy.
Who's
Come on.
calling you?
I know, but I don't know which one's calling me. I can just
decide.
choose?
Yeah, pretty sure. I don't know.
Skip me.
Well, while Sush is kind of hesitantly approaching, Gerard is kind of getting down onto the ground and looking around all over the place. And then I come back up with a little bug on my finger. I'll take this one. Yeah.
Oh, I wish I hadn't picked that up, but all right.
What?
Just
Right,
kidding.
dude. Oh no.
I just kidding.
He's just like-
Amy, which one did you approach first?
I'm just gonna say a number, and whatever number that lands on, you can decide. Because I feel like.
Well, no, I'll tell you which ones they are. I mean, I'll give them to you again. There was
Okay, tell
a
me.
really big warthog. There is a rhinoceros that seems way more vicious and like meanly built than a normal rhinoceros. There's a giant mountain ram. There's a giant lizard, and a giant snake. The lizard and snake are both like 15 to 20 foot long. So which one do you approach?
You know what? She's gonna approach the rhinoceros because that's just who she approaches.
All right, that's cool. The rhinoceros gets his eyes like right down at your level, your eye level, and he just stares at you.
The rhino.
He's so tired. So, Sushi's mouth just opens like a little bit like this. So all you see is like a little bit of pink in the middle of her face.
Okay, you're about 2 feet away from this rhinoceros. The horn is like, it's almost serrated and sharpened. This thing looks gnarly, like it is made for battle. What do you do? I'm sorry, not what do you do. I would like you to make an animal handling check, please.
Oh goodness. Okay. Let's see.
Are you rolling on D&D Beyond, or
Yeah. It's 12.
are you signed in? Because I'm signed in.
I should be signed in.
You are sent in.
Sush.
Oh, I think I know what might be going on. Never mind. Okay, well, just tell me what your roll is, because I'm not going to be able to see it.
12.
A 12? All right. So nothing really happens. The rhinoceros is like waiting for you in a way. I'd like to go over to Gerard and see what is Gerard doing right now. So you've got the bug, and you're like, I'll take this.
Yep, 100%.
I don't want nothing to do with those.
Just
All right, make an animal handling check.
score. $17.
I would like you to tell me what bug you picked up. I want you to decide your insect, or
it
arachnid,
is-
or whatever it
I
is.
wouldn't have picked up a spider. That's for sure. It's
Well, tell
probably
me what
just
you
a
picked
little.
up.
Probably just a little.
You would have seen lots of bugs on the ground, and you would have decided on one in particular, and you picked him up. What did you pick up?
Okay. Yeah, probably just a little beetle, the most boring that you could find. Probably just full black carapace and no pincers.
All right, cool. That's awesome.
No pincers at all.
So, no pincers at all?
No, 0 pincers. Can't have pincers.
All right, that's cool. So, just a second. When you got a 17?
Yes.
All right. So what happens with that 17 roll is, oh yes. What happens is this beetle, it starts growing on you.
Oh no.
It's getting huge. It's the size of your hand, and the shell on this beetle just looks like rock almost. It looks like it's gnarled and it's uneven, and it looks like it's a little tank, and it's getting bigger. All of a sudden, it's so big it weighs down your hand, and it falls to the ground, and it's just growing and growing and growing.
Gosh.
And it is now a a 10-foot long beetle, and it looks like a gigantic boulder. If anyone knows what an ironclad beetle looks like, you can Google that. Or, you know what? I forgot. I can share things. So,
Yeah.
Yay!
When Gerard sees it growing, he drops back onto the ground. He's like, actually, and he starts like digging frantically, looking for more bugs.
this is the beetle that you see.
He wants to fight
It
three
is-
at a time.
It is enormous in front of you. This thing is huge. It is definitely rideable. It is definitely, it's a huge beetle.
Rideable. Did you hear that?
We get
So-
mounts.
Hopefully. Just kidding.
So here's what you see in front of you is an ironclad beetle, and it is huge. Okay, it seems to be very affectionate towards you. It seems very interested in you. What do you do?
Score.
Oh, okay. Back
Yeah.
away.
Yeah. Keep looking for another bug. Maybe get closer
Yeah,
to Qualis a little bit. Inch my way
All right.
over
So
there.
you're like shying away from this huge beetle.
Yeah.
You are. Sorry. Looking for another bug essentially, and this thing like is very interested in you. It is nudging you from behind. It is very, very happy with you, and it seems to want to be friends.
Yeah. Unless it like actually picks me up, I'm avoiding it as much as possible still. Not a fan of big bugs, Gerard. Not a fan.
So
Big creatures in general.
Wallace looks at you and he goes, "Oh, well, this is unexpected. You've met a new friend."
I can see that.
Let's see. I'm gonna take notes on this. Sorry, everyone. I
problem.
did not expect for this to happen.
The bug.
This is
What was that sound?
you now feel like a sensation that you wouldn't have not expected. You seem drawn to this beetle. Like you can tell you want to be friends with this beetle. And suddenly, we jump back over to Cow and Vug.
Yes.
Cow and Vug, what have you you've been here for a while, thinking, what have you decided you want to do?
Why?
Actually, we've come up with a pretty decent plan, if I do say so myself.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So, maybe I'll go first, because I bet his will go on a little bit longer. Oh. So, Vug is actually going to walk up to the little boy first. And he is going to try and convince this little boy to, if he can't find his parents, go ahead and start working for this tavern guy, and maybe they'll either wander in or you'll get enough money to support yourself for a few more days while we're still looking.
All right. So cool. This little boy looks up at you and he's like, "Well, I've been doing little things for people, and they give me a copper here and there, but I've never done kind of adult work before. I guess so. I mean, I lost. If you can just describe my necklace to people, then my family might hear about it. It's kind of like," and he describes this little necklace to you. It's kind of ornate. It's got like a shark tooth on it. The first thing, it's got a couple claws, and then it gets smaller and smaller. It looks like a tribal thing, like something that maybe a tribe that lives next to the ocean would wear. And he thinks that's a really good idea. So he says, I'll go ask. And he walks over to the tavern keeper, and
I'm going to walk
talks-
with him.
Oh, cool, excellent. The little boy's shy when he gets over there. He's not sure what to say. He kind of just like kicks the dirt a little bit. He's only got like a pair of shorts on because he doesn't have any clothes, hardly. He asks, I don't know what to say, and he looks up at you, and he looks to you for guidance.
Vug is gonna put kind of like the hand on the shoulder thing, kind of pull him toward him, right? And he's gonna be like, "Hey, I heard that you need work for your tavern, correct?"
Whoa, yeah, of course I need work. People don't show up today, and all of a sudden I gotta serve mead to everyone and cook the food at the same time, and then I gotta go for. Oh, it's just obnoxious. I can't even clean anything. Nothing's getting done at my tavern right now. I need people.
Hey, well, I may not have a lot of people right now, but this boy right here, he good worker. He great worker. In fact, he would help you for pretty cheap but still reasonable wage.
Are you bartering for this little boy? Huh?
Yes, I am.
Oh, he looks down at the little boy. He says, "Do you know this? Do you know this? Well, you're an interesting fella, aren't you? Oh well. Do you know this
What do you
person?"
mean by interesting?
And the little boy looks up at you and he goes, "No, I don't." And then the tavern keep looks at you and he's like, "Did you kidnap this boy?"
I did not, but he is looking for work, so I am helping him find work.
So he kind of like, he looks at the boy and he goes, "Can you work?" The little boy shakes his head like, "Yeah, I'll work." And he says, "All right, you're gonna go wash dishes for me. Can you do that?" "Yeah, okay, all right." Tavern keeper and the boy go inside. Tavern keeper throws you a copper. He says, "That's my copper. If you need a drink or a meal or something, you come on back here and I'll get you taken care of."
Well, thank you, my friend.
Oh,
Thank you.
It is a very specific looking copper. It has a stamp on it that you can see is unique towards. It's clearly just a copper piece, but he has modified it in some way that he can tell if you come back here and you give him that copper, he knows what to do. Okay,
I like it. I'll take it.
cool. You wrote that down, right?
Yes, I did. Tavern copper coin.
Awesome, cool. Cal, what are you doing during this time?
Well, what's going on? I'm gonna go over to that pretty lady and see if I can assist her with some of her troubles.
All right, good deal. This is gonna be fun. All right, you are walking towards this lady. All right, you are getting up there, and I'd like you to. What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 12.
12. All right, you don't really notice, but suddenly, out of nowhere, you're getting to about 10 feet away from this lovely young lady. All right, she is good looking. You're getting about 10 feet away from her, and some like decently burly looking dude walks up, kind of like hits your shoulder, knocks you to the side. He gets in front of you, and between you and her, and he says, I'll help you, ma'am." And and will I help you ever so much? And she goes, "Oh, good, thank you so much. I really need help. So will you follow me this way?" And they kind of start walking away, and I would like you to do an insight check.
That is an 11.
Oh, dang it.
Oh no.
Well, they kind of just walk away, I guess.
Yeah, she
Bug,
knew
Bug,
some
you would have
help.
been you would have been done with what you were doing. I would assume that you'd make your way towards back to Cal. Did you want to do anything that you saw what was going on? Did you want to do anything?
Can I do an insight check on her as well?
If you saw the situation happen, so if you would like to, yeah.
I'm going to, because I get advantage on insight checks, so.
All right, do it.
Let's see. Insight. Wow, I'm actually really good at insight. I got a 22.
Ah, fantastic. So, what you can tell from about 30 feet away is this guy has lust in his eyes, and it
Ooh.
clearly does not seem like he has good intentions for this lovely young lady.
Are we talking about Cow right now, or?
No, we're talking about the guy that blew past Cal
Oh,
and
you.
put it in front of him to help this lady out. He's he looks like a kind of a big dude, probably like a fighter in some way. But he doesn't look that much meaner than anyone else around you. So,
Is Vug gonna tell
well,
me this?
so Cal
It
doesn't
depends how
see
close
this.
you
Hold on. Vug does know that this guy has absolutely no good intentions for this girl. And what do you do with that information?
Well, how close am I to Cow right now?
Okay, you are 20 feet from Cal. Cal is 10 feet from her and this guy, and so you're 30 feet from them. And they're walking away at a nice, slow, steady pace.
I think Vug
They're
is
only
going
moving
to...
like 10 feet per turn.
Yeah, I think Vug's gonna run up to Cal, and then he's going to look at the lady, and he's gonna nudge her, and nudge him as he's trying to run past. Come on, hey, follow me, and be like, hey, ma'am, excuse me, you dropped something.
And she, okay. She looks back and she goes, no, I didn't have anything on me. So it's not mine, thank you. I found help. So, and they kind of keep walking away. They're going around the building there. You guys, say you're following, so you're about 20 feet behind them.
Vug,
And
what's going on?
This man is bad man. This is not good man.
I'm still in view.
What?
you what?
Can I still see them at this point?
Oh yeah, you can see him. You
I'm
can
gonna
definitely see him.
and shoot him.
So as they round a corner, you're 20 feet from them, and they round this corner, and you guys get up there, you round that corner, and they seem to be like a little bit farther away from you, like double the distance for some reason. And the girl is kind of being pulled behind the guy, like okay, yeah, thank you. Like, I didn't know we were in such a hurry, but
They're 40
And,
feet away.
yeah, they're 40 feet right now. So, and it looks like they're going to be rounding another corner pretty soon, or kind of going around a bend or something. So, where you at?
Oh,
I'm
This is
40 feet away. That's the range of
Yeah.
my revolver. I'm just gonna blast.
Oh, so you're just gonna quick draw and shoot?
Yep.
All right, make an attack roll.
So first, I'm going to use my fighting spirit as a bonus action, give myself advantage on all attack rolls at the end of the turn.
yeah, boy.
Wait, did you have to roll for?
Yeah, is that it's a bonus
Yeah,
action?
he's sneak attack.
Yep.
Oh wow.
He's just
All right,
attacking
cool.
him, so he gets
That's a nat 20.
Oh, let's go,
20?
boy. Let's go.
Are you kidding me? Awesome. All right.
That's awesome.
So
Dude,
you
shoot him right in the
fire
back
this
of the
weapon. Do some
For
damage
the
for me.
sanctity
So how do you do crits before I roll damage?
of damsels.
Oh, I have not decided that. I will do it just like the book. So let me really fast. I'm going to look it up for you. Roll some damage first for me.
Okay, so I got an 8 and a 3, so then plus 3, so
Goodbye.
All right, I'm
11
gonna read this.
on the dice and then 3 extra.
I'm going to roll this for you. Critical hits. When you score a critical hit, you get to roll extra dice for the attack's damage against the target. Roll all of the attack's damage dice twice and add them together. All right, cool. Yeah. So double that damage. Or no, whatever you just rolled, roll it again and then add them together.
Okay, so that's 25 damage total.
Dang, that's pretty sweet. All right.
Oh,
this is good.
For the sanctity of the damsels in distress. Well, I guess she's not
Right.
in distress currently.
Not currently, but she doesn't know. All right, you shoot
the
this
sanctity
guy
of
and you
future.
do 25 damage.
Yep.
All right, so this hits him right in the back and the side. You shot a man in the back.
Kidney.
I don't know how you missed this damsel, but you did a pretty good shot, right?
He's a
You
cowboy.
hit this guy in the back. He, yeah, this is good.
He's a cowboy.
He doesn't look like he's ready to die or he's anything, but he's like, oh my gosh, He is clearly in a ton of pain because you shot him. He turns around, and suddenly, the young lady is screaming at you. How dare you! Why would you do that for? He was here to help me.
Now
How do you respond?
I'm gonna look at Megan as if I'm surprised. Oh man, I'm so very sorry. I was trying to get your attention. I wanted to. I've got some medical expertise, and I wish to help you out, but you were going a little too fast for me to keep up. So I was just trying to get your attention. I swear, I'm so sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean no harm or nothing.
You shot at us? You shot a weapon at us. You fired a weapon. You're just trying to get her attention? How dare you? And she kind of pulls out a little potion that she has. She gives it to the guy, and he's healed a little bit, but clearly not to full health. And he's like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with you, man?
So, do they look like they believe me at all?
Make a deception, or sorry, what's the roll? Yeah, deception roll.
Hey, during this, how close is Vug getting? Because Vug's still like barreling as fast as he can toward him.
Oh yeah, you guys will be up on them now, definitely.
That was a 19.
Ooh, all right. They're both fooled for sure. They both think that you were like, why would you do that? Why would you fire a gun at us to get our attention?
Now I really am so sorry. But here, my friend here, he's even better at patching up wounds and helping injured people than I am. So how about he goes with you to go and take care of your father, and I'll get this man to the hospital, and I'll get him some.
All right,
I'll give him some money as recompense. I feel so bad. I'm so sorry, ma'am.
While you're saying this, that guy, he steps between her and you, and he's about the same size as Bug. He's tough
9 feet,
looking.
bruh.
Oh, 9 feet? Oh, I forgot you were 9 feet. I'm sorry.
Foot.
He's a 7-foot guy. He's big, and he looks tough, but he doesn't look that tough. So he gets between you, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh my gosh, what the heck is wrong with your friend?" And he's looking up at you, Bug, and he's like, "What is this? What the heck?"
So right now, Vug's eyes have probably turned that like deep, rich red color, and is
Good.
starting to like branch through the other parts of his eyes,
Yeah.
And he's bearing down on this guy, and you could just feel the hatred going into this dude from Vug. Right.
All right. Do you want to make an intimidation roll or something?
Yes, I do.
All right, go for it. Tell me what you get.
Intimidation?
Bruh. Do I not have intimidation on my thing? What does that run? Oh no, bottom. Never mind. I got it. I got a 12. Not
12?
terrible, but not terrible. Yeah.
All right. Well, because of your size, this guy's like, ugh, like he doesn't want to punch you right away because he doesn't know what you're capable of, but he's not intimidated. So he's pissed. Like you can see how pissed off he is, but also he can tell that you know something.
Yeah.
Now,
So what's gonna happen from here?
now
I think Vug's already drawn his maul.
Oh, all right.
So-
I'm gonna give you like a +2 on that. He knows something's about to go down. He's still not intimidated, but he knows things are gonna go down.
Yeah.
Now, Vogue, hold on a minute. This man's injured. I know he's coming on a little strong, but I did shoot the man. There's no need. Don't worry. I'll take care of him. Don't you worry. I'll get him the attention he deserves. So you go with the nice lady here, and you keep her. I once again, I'm so sorry, man. You go help her and her father. I'll take care of this fellow.
Can Vug just like shove this dude to the side as hard as he can, try and get him on the ground so he can step between the dude and the lady?
Yeah, of course you can. This is D&D. You tell me what you want to do.
I'm gonna do that. I'm totally
All
gonna
right,
do
cool.
that.
I would like you to make a strength roll. I'm sure you're very strong. So,
Dude, I got a 24.
oh yeah, this is like cake to you. This guy is a little bit caught off guard because he's still holding his back. Like, can't believe he shot me. and he's pissed off. And what you do is you push him to the side, and yeah, he rolled pretty poorly. He was not expecting this. So you move him. He kind of goes flailing on the cobblestone there. You kind of step between him and her, right?
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
I do.
no.
All right. Cool. What does Cow do?
Can I try and, as this guy is like falling, can I try and catch him and look like I'm trying to like support him and walk off with him?
Make an athletics check. Yeah, sure.
Just cradle his head. Oh, I'm sorry.
And what did you? So you're cradling his head? Like, oh, don't fall! No.
No, it's like I'm gonna. What I'm trying to do is like make it seem like he stumbled and I'm catching him and like trying to help him along. But I
Alright,
got a
you
7,
guys-
so it's not gonna go well.
A 7? Yeah, you. He's
Oh, no.
still falling to the ground, and you go to catch him, and you like completely miss him. Like, oh,
I'm sorry.
Dang
That,
it.
crap.
that was my bad.
Well, that's a. I just thought of a hilarious one-liner that Cal would say, but give me a Western, like, oh darn it.
Well, shit. I'm sorry, son.
I thought you'd say like, oh, cat dog. Alright, that's good too. Whatever. But, okay. So you guys fall. Vug, you feel a touch on your back, and I would like you to make a Constitution saving
Uh-oh.
That's not
Constitution's
good.
swat.
Constitutions are the worst.
throw.
I got a 4.
Ooh, all right. You, nothing bad happens. What does happen is you are calm.
Hmm?
You have become at a very neutral state. You are extremely calm. You're not angered in any way. You're not being protective anymore. You're just like there and neutral as can be.
So it's like instantly my eyes turn green.
Yeah, exactly. Instantly, you are in this nice, like, oh, here I am. And she walks around you and she goes, and she asks you, do you know something?
And at this point, I can just tell her straight up and be like, this guy has bad intentions.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The first thing she does is she
She's a
says,
bad
I know.
guy.
He works for me. And he gets up and he's like instantly behind her, and you can tell this guy has just like, he is only alive to serve her. It's the only thing you can tell out of this guy's eyes. Immediately, he cares nothing. He cares about nothing but her. He will do anything for her. You can tell just by looking at him. And she goes,
What?
he's under my control. He's meant to help me in any way, shape, or form. He'll die for me if I asked him to. If I asked him to lay down and die, he would die immediately on the ground. He is under my control in every way, shape, and
That's
form.
snake.
Well, then what in the heck was he left me up for?
Well, that was a show. I told him to do this so that I could find people who will help me. I need somebody, and I need them quickly.
Well, shoot, man, you should have just asked. You don't need to put on this whole rigmarole to get me to help us stay
No, not my friend is not our friend. And we don't, I'm sorry, I guess.
All right, now at that moment, we're gonna jump back over to
Yay!
Sush and Gerard.
Oh man.
Sush and Gerard, you now technically. Sush thinks she has like a mount to play with or could like use and whatnot, but Gerard, you definitely have a mount. You 100% have a mount.
Well, I know.
It is a big
Sadly,
beetle.
I'm playing a coward.
you can feel a link between you and this beetle clearly, but you're still like obviously you're not sure about this. Hey, I need to see you, dang it.
Yes.
This beetle is like, hey, what are we doing? What's your orders in a way?
Like, is that
No,
coming
that's
through
to you.
vote
No,
vocally?
it's just like you can tell that this
I
thing
can just-
wants to help you.
Emotionally, I'm
telepathic
connected.
link. Yeah, in a way, you're just emotionally connected.
Empathically.
Exactly. Thank you.
Got it.
Sush, I would like you to. What do you do with the rhinoceros in front of you?
I'm gonna start staring him down like this, and then go like this. Opening my eyes, widening them, and then going all kind of like stern.
I
Look.
do this and this.
Trying to like hypnotize
All right.
him with my stare.
Okay. Trying to hypnotize a rhinoceros. A clearly battle-born rhinoceros with his stare. He has like no effect. He clearly he is not like entertained. He is not anything. He's staring you down, and you can tell that he's kind of starting to lose interest.
Okay. Well, in that case, Sush is gonna start rolling around like a little ball on the ground. So it's like a
Like a toy. Okay. Would you like to make a
persuasion check.
persuasion check? Yeah.
Yeah. See if it persuades them to befriend me. I can't hear anything.
You can't? Are you guys talking?
Can't hear us?
No, we can hear you.
No.
Oh.
So, what did you get for your roll? For your persuasion roll?
My persuasion roll, I got. I'm rolling right now. 17.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
Uh,
This rhinoceros kind of like tilts his head a little bit, and he's like, "Oh, okay."
it's so cute.
And he moves forward. He moves forward. He's like, he nudges you with his horn, and you'll roll a little bit. Are you like gonna go along with it, or are you gonna kind of fight him? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go along with it a little bit. But I want to eventually. I guess I'll need to calm him down later, but I think he'll be okay. I think he's pretty stern guy, so maybe I'll just play with him for now.
All right, so you guys, what you see is like a horse playing with a beach ball in a way. If you've ever watched a horse play with a beach ball, it's hilarious. So he's rolling you around. He's kind of like moving you with his horn. He kind of like licked you a couple times. He's moved you some more. He just keeps playing with you, and he's not getting rough. That's for sure. He's definitely not going to hurt you. He's play. He knows how to be gentle. He knows what he's doing. He can play, but it's just that he's rolling you around. What are you going to do after this?
I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna try to get on his back.
Like, are you going to slowly do it, or are you going to like jump up there?
I'm gonna slowly do it and kind of pat him on the head, because I want to sit right like on his head, really, not on his backpack, on his head, really.
All right.
And I just want to pet his head and just sit on him, and see what he does.
Okay. So he's definitely not small. So you're gonna have to climb him to get up there onto his head. He's fine with you, pet. He's fine with you, like going around him, petting him on his face, his head, his neck, whatever. You'll climb up his. He'll bend a knee on his front leg, and he kind of like step here in a way.
Nice.
Are you gonna climb up on him?
I'm gonna climb up on him.
All right, cool. You climb up there. You're sitting
That'd
on
be
his
so
head,
cool.
and he like throws you back to his shoulders. So like you're sitting on his head. He throws you back to his neck, and he pumps you up once, and you're sitting on his shoulders.
I'm just gonna kind of go like this and shrug and be like, okay, I'll sit here, cause.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know,
What are you gonna do while you're up there?
I'm gonna do like a little, like a beginner's horse kick, you know.
A little beginner's horse kick.
Yeah.
All right.
Just like with my heels.
Make an animal handling check for me.
Okay.
But actually, we're going to jump over to Gerard really fast. Gerard, you've got this beetle following you around. You clearly can tell it likes you, and it's got a connection to you in some way. What do you do? You hear me, Wyatt?
Me? I thought you were still talking to Amy. My bad.
He said Gerard.
I know.
Oh.
So we're going to jump over to Gerard. Sorry.
Oh, my bad.
No,
Well,
you're
once
fine.
I
That's
start filling the link there with him, I get a bit more comfortable. If I can like feel his emotions and his ideas. So probably the first time I take my hood off ever, being comfortable around it again. So super happy Gerard takes his hood off now, and I'd approach the beetle, try to, I don't know, send some kind of weird message to it, asking if it can understand my emotions somehow. I don't know how I try to communicate to it, but just really feel it. Just feel really good.
Awesome. Make an animal handling check.
Oh, that's 4.
That's okay. Obviously, nothing happens, but this beetle is still just like staring at you, like
Darn. Okay.
like kind of waiting for you to do something, but doesn't. It can't suggest to you. So, what do you do now?
I mean, I'll try to just follow after Sush. I see her trying to climb up onto the rhino, and I'll start climbing up onto the bug that I have now emotionally connected with.
Cool.
So far,
Slowly?
Yes. Yeah, very slowly, very hesitantly, with my hand in my pocket where the bullet is, and the other one on my head where Voog flicked me. Just like, okay, both of them are still here.
Alright,
I'm good.
So we're still here. All right, so this is clearly a very cautious thing, and it's going to take a while. So we're going to jump back over to Sush. Imagine while we talk to Sush, Gerard over slowly climbing onto a big beetle. But Sush, you have made an animal handling check, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
12.
A 12?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You give it that little, let's go, giddy up kick, and it takes off. It's a little bit more than a gallop,
Rhino.
and you guys are booking it. Are you gonna steer him? So you're headed for the tree line.
Right now, Susha's lifting up her hands and they look all squiggly and wavy in the air, and she's going, "Wah!" and holding really tight to the rhino with her legs.
Okay.
And then
Bravo.
she'll be like, she yelled to our tree friend and say, "Am I doing this right?" And then wait for his response.
Out of nowhere, Qualis like stomps the ground, and some crazy looking trees pop out of the ground right in front of you, off to the side of you, and you have to you got to do something, but you're gonna hit this tree right now if you don't do something. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to pull on the baby hairs of the rhino.
Baby hairs.
Baby hairs, come on now. Have you ever seen a rhino up close? Have you been to the zoo?
Maybe. Not even feel that.
One more animal handling check for me.
Amy in real life doesn't know anything about animals. I'm just kidding. Oh, nuggets. I got a 5.
You got a 5. All right, you pull on this rhino's hairs, which are not baby hairs. They are very big, very coarse hairs. You pull on this, and it freaks out. It has no idea what to do, and it just smashes into this tree. And I need you to take a D4 of damage.
A D4?
Yeah, just a D4.
Yeah.
You roll it for me.
Sorry, give me a sec. There it is. Wow, come on. Nuggets. Okay, there we go.
You want me to do it?
Now I got it. 3.
A 3. You take 3 damage
Dang it.
right off the get-go. You and your rhino both take 3 damage each.
What was that?
She got a watermelon.
Yeah, I thought you.
So you have hit a tree now. You are barreling towards another tree, and we have finally got to Gerard, where he is on top of an
Yes.
ironclad beetle.
Yes,
What did
my mount.
Just kind of waiting there. What do you do?
Hi,
buddy.
Empathically try to tell it to go forward.
Okay, so
I
you just kind of try to.
I'm just feeling forward. That's it.
You're like you're like trying to stare at him, like feel.
Yeah, like anime vein pops out of my head, just like.
All right. Nothing happens.
Darn.
So that didn't work. Clearly, it's not telepathic. Whatever link you guys have. So what do you try now?
I'll click my heels on its side.
Click your heels.
Yeah, on its side.
Okay,
Like,
I got you. Yeah, I got you. You click your heels, and it is like kicking rock.
darn.
Nothing happens.
Let's see. I
Make
would
an animal handling check for me again.
I'd say forward. And with a 13.
13. Okay. You say forward and nothing happens, but as you kind of like you've like leaned back, bracing for it to move, and you lean forward again, and you slide your hand along its like the back of its head, seemingly, or like that second abdomen, and it just starts going forward. But like a tank, this thing feels unstoppable. Like it is moving, and it's very smooth to you, but this thing is like rushing everything that it sees. It is crushing like little tiny trees. It is just mowing through things, and it is like not stopped by
Like a
anything.
below.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Nice.
So,
Nice.
what do you do now?
Hang on. That's it.
Hang on. Oh, you hang on.
Yep.
So,
Up a
as you,
below or
the same thing
down a
happens to you.
below?
Wallace stomps the ground,
Up
and
a
trees just
below.
start popping up left and right.
Or down a below?
Um,
Up a
I would
below?
under the same kind of what I was doing before. I try steering it a little bit with my legs mostly, holding on to like
Okay.
its carapace, grabbing in as much as I can into some of the edges, and
I
then
want to do a
maybe like
boogie.
kicking on the left or right side, whichever way I wanted to try to turn.
No.
Okay. You are kicking this thing, and again, it's just like kicking rock.
Yes.
There's like nothing you can do to make this thing budge in any way.
Oh man.
You're kicking it, you're like clicking it, you're like hitting it, whatever. Everything you do just doesn't do a thing.
Crazy.
If you'd like, you can make another animal handling check.
Papa.
Yeah. As I'm doing that, I'd just be like hanging on for dear life and be like, Qualis! It's a 15.
As you're like a 15, excellent. You say that, and kind of as you like, you're almost like ready to hit a tree. You were gonna mow this tree over, just like you saw Sush do with her rhinoceros. And you turn to look at Qualis, and you say, Qualis, and your hand grazes the back of this middle abdomen, and it just turns all of a sudden. And it's like a gradual turn, but all of a sudden you're
Okay.
going that way.
My turn.
Yeah, I mean, I just keep hanging on and see where it's taking me. No idea
Right,
what
so
else you can do.
you're now making a big one, and you are just you're gonna keep going on that.
Nothing.
Yeah, for now.
Nothing.
Might jump off later just in case.
Okay, so now you're kind of just doing a big
Yeah.
roundabout in the area. Sush, you have taken a D4 of damage. You've taken 3 damage from colliding with this tree.
A little big.
You and your rhinoceros are like irritated. Your rhinoceros is irritated at you, and it is thinking like, well, what are we doing here? As you like, it grazes another tree and it grazes another tree, and what do you do?
I am gonna start whistling. And like say stop and see what happens.
I want to do
Oh, we're
that.
Okay.
encouraging the animal to stop. like a squeaky toy since I'm a little ball. So just
Okay. Make an animal handling check on that so we
Yes,
can determine
come
what
on.
happens here.
nuggets.
Oh, 9?
Nugget.
No, I got 5.
Now you
A
got
5? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is definitely misinterpreted,
No, you got
and
5.
that thing, your rhinoceros is now full
All
sprint
of them.
Oh
forward.
my goodness, I have to
No,
jump
you
off.
gotta do
So I'm
all
gonna
of
jump
them.
off.
Oh gosh. Well, I
have-
guess you're just a little dust ball.
I am a little dust ball, but I have to because I'm not gonna. I have to get his attention, and obviously you have to find a way to teach them. So I'm doing that.
Okay, so
You have
your
to
rhinoceros is
jump.
barreling forward. He is like taking chunks out of these trees that are just popping out of the ground
You
out of
have
nowhere.
to jump.
He's just taking huge chunks, and you jump off.
You have to
Tuck and roll. Do an athletics check for me.
Quiet. Okay, hold on.
You have
Athletics.
to jump and down.
Boop. 19.
19. All right, cool. You tuck and roll just fine. You land. You get out of the way. Your rhinoceros quickly realizes that you're not there. It looks back at you just as it like boom right into a tree. And both the tree, the rhinoceros, kind of like
I
boom,
got phone.
and just crumple into this pall.
gosh.
And the rhinoceros looks back at you and he gets up and he's like, he looks over, he walks over to you, and you can tell he's just irritated. Irritated as can be, and he kind of just like walks over and lays back down next to like the other animals.
He said 19 at that
I am
phone.
going to pick a treat
Dad,
from my
he said
rations. So my
19
daily
on
rations.
your phone.
And I'm gonna just give it to him, and then I'm gonna pet his little head, and I'm gonna say, "We'll work on that," and then I'm going to
I'm just
name him.
saying.
Gonna name
All right, well,
him.
before you do this, as the rhinoceros is kind
Up and
of
down.
going back over to the middle of the meadow
You
and laying down because he's irritated,
down.
Wallace doesn't see you walking up behind him.
down. Mama,
And Wallace is gonna go over, pet the rhinoceros, and say, "It's all right.
they're so high.
You'll get it."
Oh.
And
They're so high. Like
as you're walking up, Qualis, the last thing Qualis says to the rhinoceros
you
is,
too.
she has to learn as
High
well.
Like you too.
Yeah.
And
he's
then
right.
you can give him this treat. The rhino is a little less upset now. He's just gonna stay there though.
I'm so
Okay.
tall
And
like
we're gonna jump.
you.
And after that, we're gonna jump back over to Cal and Vug.
Can you be
In the
quiet?
past.
Cal and Vug, you have technically saved this young lady from the terrible fate of, being sexually assaulted, murdered, who knows, whatever.
Whatever she was putting herself through, I guess.
Are we
But at
putting
the same time, you realize that she put on a
Wait,
show that made it seem like this was going to happen to her. She needs you. She needs somebody who can fight. Essentially, she's impressed with Vug. He's clearly pretty strong. She's also impressed with Cal. He's clearly a good shot.
Is this picking up like within a minute of when we left off?
Oh yeah, you guys are right at the same moment.
Okay, then I'm still ranting.
You're still what?
I'm still
Still
ranting. I'm mad.
You're
No,
ranting about?
I had to use a bullet on this thing for your little show, and you have any idea how hard it is to source ammunition out here? I don't want to waste
Bug is
it on
gonna,
this
Bug is gonna
fellow.
go over and put his hand on top of his head and be like, "It's okay, Cal. You know
No.
we're fine." It's a little weird, I agree, but everything's okay.
Hey,
Wait, I had to ask.
Okay, yeah, give me 5 minutes, Wyatt. Okay, you
Sounds
guys
good.
have. Cal is annoyed. She looks back at you. She touches you on the shoulder, and you make a Constitution saving throw.
Watch him still be extremely pissed. It's like, what the heck? Why you touching me, bro?
Is a
15.
succubus.
A 15.
Yeah.
A 15. 1-5. Okay, you just saved. So you can. You know that she has like tried to calm you in some way. she has stopped you at the very least so that she can say something. She goes, "Oh, clearly there's a decent constitution about you as well. So, here," and she explains to you. Now that she's got you quieted, she explains to you that it's all right. He was never going to hurt me. I'm a little bit irritated that you just shot him.
To speak again, but I'm imagining she doesn't let me get a word in.
No, she's going to keep talking. So, and if you go to speak, she is gonna. No. And she's a very powerful woman. You can tell. Like she is like, wow. She is either like powerful royalty or not like fighting powerful, but like she has a presence in the room and it is intense.
That type of woman.
Yeah. So, so she says, "Well, here's the deal. He was never going to hurt me. I just needed to find somebody who is willing to stick up for those in need. What's actually happening is, all right, I have to do a quick explanation because I am stealing this character from a book series that I read way back in the day. I read
I'm just kidding.
the just a quick explanation of what's going on here. She's a confessor. She is
Not a
in the
succubus?
Sword of Truth series by Terry Goodkind, and if you guys want a good book, a good series of like 13 books to read, dang, go read these books. They
Not a
are
sponsor.
amazing.
It could be though.
So, I know, but they're super old. Like,
Publicity.
yeah. So go read these books. This is where you'll understand if you go read. She's a confessor. She can touch someone, release an energy into them that devotes their life to her, literally. This man that she is behind you he'll do anything for her. He only lives for her. That's the only thing.
That's like Wyatt.
Now that's mighty messed up, man.
Yes.
It's a power that we
Under
have.
spell.
It's nothing. There's nothing I can do about it. He was attacking me at one point. I released this energy into him. He is now mine. Is what she says.
Pretty much a succubus.
I suppose that makes it a little better. You still owe me the bullet, though. I'm keeping that in mind.
We owe you nothing. If you help us, you will be rewarded. And at that moment, we're gonna take a break, everyone.
Yeah.
So we will be back in a few minutes, and we'll let you know what goes on after. You cutting us off?
Yes. In a second.
Okay.
I'm trying. Hi, guys.
We're just awkward
Back to
silence, everyone. No
pre-stream.
big deal.
See ya.
Are you
Second.
actually gonna cut us off, or is the video gonna cut out and you're still gonna be able to?
We're back. Hello, everyone. The non-succubus succubus was... Oh, no. Oh, they shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that's okay. We don't need to have that conversation live and chat.
Did you change his diaper?
No. It's okay. It's not our turn. I'll change it.
Super full.
Oh no! Wait! You can't be heard, guys. Nope. Let me fix it.
A little bit.
Now you can be heard.
Are you sure? Can we be heard?
Can you hear us,
Someone
everyone?
notify us in the chat? No?
What?
Oh no, our tape. What?
Nope, Coog still cannot
What
be
did I
heard.
do?
Aw, man.
There's no
Dang it.
way.
Hey, there's our pencast stuff going on though. Let's
Right?
go.
Every time. I mean, this time though, it says all's well.
What's going on?
You can hear me, right, guys? Everyone? I'm good.
Yeah, I can hear all you. Oh, Bahana says wait.
Ah.
Maybe she heard.
Hey,
Coxum. Tell us,
Hannah,
Coog.
can you hear me?
I am.
I mean, it's
Bro,
weird.
why is this looking on
Technically,
us,
you
man?
I shouldn't be affected at all unless Wyatt mutes me.
I
Right.
don't think I did that.
But I can hear everyone.
Hey, we're good.
Everyone's good?
We're solid.
Perfect.
Okay. Alright. Since we're solid, we're good. Vug, and Cal. You now know the situation, which just happened with this lady and her companion. She's asked for help. She needs clearly like bodyguard type material. People that are tough. What are you doing? Clearly, you're already on a mission. You've got a scroll on your back, Cal. You need to deliver that to the kingdom.
No, I was just about to say I'm gonna pull Cal back a little bit and be like, so like, what do we do with this thing? And I'll like poke the scroll. Don't we need to do that?
Yeah. Let's say we deliver that and then come back here, see what this woman wants from us. He's trying very hard not to say a rude word there.
Well,
Says, are you guys gonna be long? Do you have something to do, or
hey, ma'am,
can I
ma'am,
hire you?
ma'am, calm down. So, like, what do we want to do? Who are we delivering this to?
Oh, so Qualis would have told you that you need to find. You just need to deliver it to like the king, the ruler themselves.
Well,
Hey, lady with the slave. You seem rather powerful. You got any in with the king here?
Not here. No, this isn't my kingdom. I just have troubles near here, and I need people to help me.
What kind of time are we talking? 10 minutes, 20 minutes, a year?
A week, probably.
I've lost my accent. I've got to try and find it again. I'm drifting into like New Yorker, but bad.
It was, wasn't it? I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, gotta
He
reset.
tells you like, I'll probably need you guys for a week.
here, what if you give me scroll, I go deliver scroll, and then I somehow find you later?
Well, we're leaving. Like, once we leave here, we're going. Okay, we need to go. So I'm either finding somebody within the next couple days, or I'm moving on because I need somebody now.
Hmm.
Now I reckon you can hold on long enough for us to go deliver that, and then the rest of our bunch is a couple hours walk down the road. So we deliver the scroll, we go back and we have ourselves a little powwow, and we come back here and uh, we talk with you and decide if we want to accompany you on your journey.
All right. Well, she says, "Fine, that's fine." And she takes out a piece of paper and she writes on it, folds it up, and she hands it to whoever's closest to her. She says, "This is where we'll be. If we don't hear from you within 3 days, we're leaving, and we have to go." And she hands that to you, and then her and her companion walk away. And if you guys want to do an insight check, you can. But
Nah, Cal feels like he's gotten a good enough read on them. He doesn't think that they're going to be trying to go any more tricks on him.
all right, cool.
I did. I rolled one and I got a 14.
14. Okay, you can. Like, you don't see any malevolent intentions from him. She seems pretty genuine. She got 3 days to come find her, and then she'll be. Well, she's leaving.
Okay.
So
Well,
you guys technically. Oh, never mind. Your haste wore off. But make a perception for me, both of you.
Fine. Perception. That is a 15.
23.
A 15
Yep.
and a 3.
23.
Oh, 23. All right, cool. Both of you can like feel in your like jacket pocket, like right here on your chest, like there's like a lump there.
Oh man, did I get another booze or something? Is it in my pocket or is it under it?
It's in your pocket. So
I'm gonna pull whatever it is out.
okay, you find it's like a rock, okay, but you can tell it's like making sound. So you leave it. What do you do?
Hey, Verg, you got one of these here noisy pebbles?
Yeah. Bug, you definitely have one. You know it's there.
Yes. Do you want it?
No, I'm just wondering what it's for.
Bug,
Well-
you can tell that somebody's talking from this rock.
Well, it's like a little man. It speak word into. I don't know. It kind of like put it next to my ear and be like, "Hello."
Yeah, of course you can. It's a listening stone, is what you both have. Qualis put it on you before you left. Qualis, you can hear Qualis talking to you actually, and he says, "Have you found the leader and given him my message yet?"
I can't hear this.
No. I don't know who leader is.
And your companions leveled up 5 times.
He's gone.
All right, so DoorDash, eh?
Nice.
Ordered it 2 hours ago. Finally realized.
Oh my goodness.
You ordered it 2 hours ago? Oh my gosh! You should get
Well-
your money back.
Not a sponsor.
Yeah.
Not sponsored.
Non-sponsored. Yeah, non-sponsored. We don't care about DoorDash. I personally could care less about DoorDash, so do not ever think I support DoorDash.
Ooh, that sounds like a story behind it.
Yeah, there's some strength behind that.
We'll take a story later
So,
during our next intermission.
yeah, we're gonna. No, never mind. Qualis asks you again. Have you delivered the message yet?
I told you I don't know who leader is. We're working on it. Sheesh. Put the stone back in my pocket and walk.
He's like. Now, are you still like? Are you listening to your stone?
I'm kind of holding it up. Can I hear it if it's not right up against my ear?
You can tell that there's noise coming from it, but you can't understand it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it up to my ear.
Okay. You can hear Qualis again. Have you delivered the scroll yet?
Didn't we just tell you that, no? I mean, it didn't feel like he had, there was much room to misunderstand that.
Oh. Well, please deliver the scroll as soon as you can. and then come back here. Your friends have made great progress in their training.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's a good for that. That's good for them. Gerard still got my lucky bullet.
Oh yes, he's clutching it with dear life.
And I'm glad. That's just a regular bullet. That ain't nothing special about that. But I'm glad it's working for him. Oh,
Yeah, I knew that when you gave it to him.
well, I'm just saying it for the omniscient beings watching this from beyond our universe, from a place called Twitch. Well, we're gonna go do that squirrel now, and then when we get back, we found someone else that might be in need of our services. So we're gonna have ourselves a little powwow and discuss what we want to do from there.
Good deal. So you're done talking to Qualis. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna see if I can find one of those really helpful guards and ask if he can take me to see the king.
Break the
Awesome.
fourth
They
wall.
they come in and out. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. They kind of like mosey on in, and they'll help somebody else. They'll take off. You find one. You want to get his attention and talk to him?
Hey, sir. You in the armor. You got a minute to help a fella out?
Well, yes, sir. How may I assist you?
Well, you see, I got this here message for some important personages, and I was wondering if you could escort me up to the delivery point.
Oh boy. Who is this message for?
Now, I'm afraid that's where this becomes a little complicated.
A
The
1,000-year-old
tree that built this
continent.
team, don't ask, it is a very long story. But
Bree gave you a message to deliver here?
son, did I not just say don't ask?
This guard is an elf, and clearly a mature elf. He looks at you after you call him son, like, really?
I'm gonna
Like, really?
dead on and just wait until he looks away.
Oh, he's an elf. He's got all the time in the world.
I think Vug will walk up at this point. He's gonna like wave right in front of their eyes.
You see these two just like staring each other down. The elf like annoyed with like condescending, really, young man, and Cal like, well, yeah, you're darn tootin', young man. And they're both just staring each other down, and the elf is like, I can do this for the next 100 years. It'll be fine with me.
Now I know you can do this all day, and I know you can do this till I drop dead. But there's people in need of help, so let's say we both look away and we get this message delivered.
I'm gonna say that's a successful persuasion check because he's not gonna waste his time on you anymore. He turns around and he's gonna start walking away to help somebody out.
What do we have a different guard that isn't an elf?
That isn't elf.
Yeah.
Definitely, most of the guards are elves, but you do see others that are a couple are human, but they don't seem as useful. They definitely do not seem as useful as all the elves.
I'll wave down an elf.
You wave down another one, and he's a little bit more hardy. He's a big boy. He looks like he could definitely hold his own. He goes, "Hey, how you doing?"
I'm doing just fine. How about yourself?
I'm good. Do you need any help?
Why, yes, indeed. I've got this here message that I believe I was told it's got to be delivered to the king. You think you'd be able to help me get this to its intended recipient?
Well, yes, we could, but there's kind of a long waiting line. We don't take bribes, so I can't get you in any sooner. But
Oh, now,
Just point us in the right direction. We'll take care of it.
I would
oh no, I am now on this task, and I will escort you the whole way. And he says, "Follow me," and you guys start making your way up, and he's going to take you to an office that's reminiscent of the DMV. I guess.
Gross. Why would you add a
Waiting
DMV
number.
to the
Crap.
fantasy world? Never.
And there's a line.
Fantasy worlds.
And
Oh, hell.
it's like there's like 40 people in line, and they all seem to like they've been waiting there forever. There's like 4 guys at the beginning of the line that are like clenching their legs together, like I have to pee so bad. Oh, and then kind of like a crow caws, and then the ogre at the DMV, she goes, all right, time for lunch, everyone. No, I'm just kidding. That doesn't happen. There's no DMV. He takes you to an office, and then he goes, and he talks to another elf. He says, "These gentlemen need to get a message to the king." And
Hear that? We are gentlemen.
and they said, actually, the king got a bit of free time in his schedule. If they can hurry, they can see him now. And the elf turns to you and he says, how big of an emergency is this?
Very.
Well, now, hold
Oh,
on. We
It
don't
is
need to
very.
do anything.
No, Cal, shush. It is very. We need to see him right now.
All right. So the elf says, keep up with me. And he takes off. He starts running.
God. Not
Oh.
running again.
Make an athletics check for me.
Dex check.
I got a nat one.
Oh,
What did you
gosh.
get?
I got a nat one.
Ah,
It just
Running
makes
too
sense.
much.
Vug doesn't want to run.
makes sense. It definitely makes sense. Vug is like exhausted from his last 2 sprints. He definitely can't do this more than once a day. So all right, what did Cal get?
I also got a net one.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness!
really?
No way.
Wow, this is so bad. All right, so the elf has like taken off. He's like, all right, keep up with me. And you can see him. You can see him running. He's not sprinting, but he's running, and you lose him down the hallway. You guys,
I can't do this anymore.
you had a chance to see the king like right away, expedited service, and you both failed. So
We don't
What
need
happens?
to see the king. We just need to hand this off. We just need to find anyone who delivers the mail to the king at some point and give it to them.
oh, and the
that was
attendant,
actually
the like
probably a
assistant,
better idea.
the assistant at that office kind of like leans back from like around the window there. She's like, you guys didn't make it very far, and we don't take messages. Everyone delivers their message directly to the king.
Now that is a terribly inefficient system of governance. But I'm too tired to say anything else.
All right, as our two message delivery boys have completely failed on their chance, we're gonna jump back over to Gerard and Sush. You both have kind of developed this bond. Sush, not so much. Like she clearly has a bond with this rhinoceros, but it's not great.
Well, Amy has
And-
cast greater invisibility on herself.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Just so you guys
if we
are
weren't on a
aware.
live, if we were not on a live stream, I would tell you the funniest story right now about my friend and his wife.
We'll have to wait.
But
think.
yeah,
No.
that's fine. That's fine. We can just say that Sush has kind of like spent the rest of the
Time with
day
the rhino.
hanging out with her rhinoceros and
Yeah.
realizing that she's not training it well right now. But Gerard, you and this beetle have definitely got something going on here. Do you want to try and ride it again, or?
No.
No.
Yeah, Gerard would stay off of it for a little bit after it ran around for a while.
What
Yeah,
happened? Did Michael go away?
he just disappeared for a second. I think. He's
Okay.
probably still there.
He'll be back. He's probably eating. Yep,
Yeah.
he's eating.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. No, but yeah, Gerard, after being carried around and figuring out he can't control it, he's back to his old cowardly ways, and he's gonna stay off
Well,
the beetle for a while.
You did figure out some way to control it, so.
His hood is definitely back on as well. No more smile on his
Okay.
face. But
All right.
he won't be scared of the beetle like he was before. He'll stick around it, but he's just probably not gonna climb back onto it for a second.
All right, cool. So you're hanging out. You guys are just kind of taking a casual evening in a way, but you're staying next to your mount. You're kind of getting used to being with it, and
Yeah.
used to. Obviously, you need to be used to a beetle because you are a very shy person.
Yes, very.
The other mounts have kind of made their way back into the forest. They didn't stick around
Good.
for very long.
Thank goodness.
Well, let's cast this one. What happens next, though, is a surprise happens to Gerard.
Uh-oh.
Something is wrong. Your beetle is super on edge all of a sudden,
Not the beetle.
and
Whatever it is, I'm stopping it.
I'm stopping it. What did you do? Did you give me a check of some kind?
I don't know. I'm just empathically trying to communicate it with it again. I can't.
Okay.
The only real emotion that Gerard feels is cowardice. So, not the best for an
Well, good.
empath.
This makes it hilarious. This is great. I love your characters. Your beetle is definitely he knows something's wrong. There is something bad happening here. It's you can see it's got this tank shell around it and this tiny little head that can only move 45 degrees in each direction. So it's trying to look around. It's moving itself, twisting its entire body around. There's something wrong. And all of a sudden, a giant eagle comes out of the sky. It is not much bigger than your beetle, so it kind of lands on it. It pushes the beetle to the ground, but it can't fly away with it or anything. Nothing can happen. What do you do?
While it's coming down,
No,
I
it's
just like to
hit.
throw. It's hit. It's hit.
Yeah, it is hit. It is standing on your beetle, trying to drag it away, but clearly cannot because this beetle's huge.
Well, chuck some darts at it.
All right, cool. Give me an attack roll, and then give me some damage if you hit.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm just gonna roll on D&D Beyond because it's so much easier. We got a 27
is.
to hit for the first one,
Ooh, dang, that's awesome. Heck yes, you hit.
and
You-
a 21 to hit with the second one.
Sweet, yeah. Those are both hits. Give me
Okay.
some damage.
Du-du-du-du-du-du-du. We got an 8.
And these are just darts.
Yeah. 16
Okay.
damage for that. But then I'd like to
For both?
use a bonus action to make another
Great.
ranged attack with my dart.
Okay. If that's part of your thing, then do it.
Yeah. Kinsei shot. Oh, I should have done that first. I didn't read this well. That's okay. We'll be fine. Okay.
What does it say?
Da-da-da.
Read it to me.
So as a bonus action on your turn, you can make a range attack with one of my Kensei weapons and deal an extra 1d4 damage of the weapon's type until the end of the current turn. So I could have upped my damage, but that's okay. The last one, the bonus was an 11 to hit. So
That misses.
yeah, I thought.
So, you hit this giant eagle and twice, and you do 16 damage total, right?
Yep, 16 total.
Okay, 16 damage, and it by the But by the time you throw that third dart, it's moved and ducked a little bit, just enough to be like, ah, you suck. And it is going to do a quick attack on your beetle
No.
because it is trying to get a bite to eat. And it hits your beetle. Definitely hits.
No.
It does 2d8 or 1d8 for each claw for a total of 11 damage, and doesn't really seem to have affected your beetle much. Like, it hardly at all.
Nice. That's
It's
good.
obviously there's like a scratch on it, but there's not much there. This eagle is now looking at you, thinking like, well, this is not an easy target to hit. So it's gonna look at you, and it's coming
Bring it.
for you. It
Yeah, I
is
don't
now
think that-
your turn, or sorry, it is the beetle's turn, and the beetle rears its entire body up and throws the eagle off, and then it slams into the eagle, and this pins the eagle to the ground. It is now your turn.
It's pinned to the ground?
Yeah, it is grappled and it is on the ground.
Okay. I'll go take some shots at it with my spear then. No, actually, I'm just gonna punch it, because apparently my unarmed strike does the same amount of damage as my spear. So I'm just gonna punch
Isn't this-
it.
Does the spear have like a extra range though?
Not really. If I threw it. Oh,
Huh.
I can 2-arm it, actually. But then I won't have an open arm, so never mind. Yeah, I'm just gonna punch it
Okay.
twice.
Okay, you're gonna go up to this eagle and punch it.
Punch it.
Give me an attack roll.
We got 23 and a 10.
You guys are good at building your characters. Like, good job. 23 and a 10, so that's
Hit with
two-handed.
one,
Or
miss
sorry,
with the
that's
other.
2 attacks, correct?
Yeah. Hit with one, miss with the other. I'd assume 10
Yes.
misses.
Yes. And what's your
Then
damage?
I got 8 damage there.
For 1 hit?
Yeah. And then I'm going to do bonus
What is
action.
the dice roll?
Oh, it's a D5 plus 5.
Awesome.
So I rolled
Cool.
a 3.
A D5?
Yeah. I mean a D6
Yeah.
plus 5.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, D6 plus 5, and you got an 8 damage.
And then I'm going to do my flurry of blows. Use a key point to make 2 more unarmed attacks.
Awesome. Do it.
19 to hit. The first one.
Yep.
And an 18 to hit on the second one.
Yeah, they both get it. Good job.
Okay. That's
Or actually,
7.
you do have advantage
Oh, I
because
do?
the eagle is grappled. So if you'd like to try another roll to get a natural 20, you can do more damage.
Yes, please. On both of those?
Yes, on both of those.
Nope. Nah, neither
No?
one of those. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, they
Damage
both
for the
hit.
2.
How much damage did you do?
I did. Oh, they disappeared. I think it was 7 on the first one. I haven't. The second one's a 10. So 17 total for the second 2 hits.
Okay. The eagle looks like it's getting beat up for sure. It's not like down or truly damaged at this point, but it looks like it's getting beat up. Okay. It is the eagle's turn. It is going to do a strength check to try and break out, and it does not make it. So it is still grappled. It is your beetle's turn. Your beetle pushes off the eagle with like 4 of its legs. It rears its whole body up on 2 legs, and it just comes crashing down onto the eagle. And it does 11 damage. And now the eagle is not looking so good. But all of a sudden, the eagle kind of just like poofs. It is gone. And this little tiny bird comes fluttering out from under the eagle and flies away.
Oh. My first brave
What do you
moment,
do?
and it's not even a big eagle.
And your beetle looks back at you like kind of excited. You can see it kind of like almost like it would be wagging its tail if it had one.
I can feel it wagging
Like we
its
did.
tail in my empath connection.
Yeah, sure.
Got it.
And it's like, we did good. That is a bonding moment for you and your beetle.
Darn.
You can. What are you rolling dice for?
I just roll for fun sometimes, you know.
It's like my celebratory thing. Like, yeah. Gosh, you now have a bond with your eagle. You can feel each other's feelings.
I have an eagle now too. I'm kidding.
Oh,
I
I'm
got
sorry,
it.
your beetle. Yeah, your beetle,
Yeah.
your ironhide beetle. You have a bond with it. You can feel what the other is feeling. If it's scared, if it's mad, if it's ready to attack, whatever it may be, you can tell what your beetle his intentions are in a way. Now, I have developed a little thing that you can have up to 5 of these, where you can literally
Five
you have
beetles?
5 bonds,
I'm kidding. Yeah.
5 bonds with your beetle in a row. You can telepathically communicate with this beetle,
Yes, please.
and that you can communicate with it up to 5 miles. So that's where we are for you. We're gonna jump over
my
to
body's disappeared.
we're gonna jump over to Vug and Cal.
Oh,
guys
no.
you are in a hallway, kind of just like, oh my gosh, we missed our opportunity. What do you do?
Well, should we just go up anyways?
Guess if you want.
Yeah, why not? We don't have time to wait in line for next year and a half to see some king who has to have all his mail delivered in person one at a time.
No. Well, let us go, but I will probably walk a little slow because I am completely out of breath.
That's all right. I'm in the same boat with you. We can take this one step at a time.
All right, so you guys start walking down the hallway. The little receptionist behind the desk is watching you the whole way, and she goes, "Turn right."
Thank you, man.
It's just half-hearted, just like, thanks.
So you guys turn right. You keep walking down that hallway, and like 100 feet down the hallway, you see that big old elf that was supposed to be your escort. Kind of pop his head around the corner, and like, "Let's go! Hurry up!"
I'm sorry, I am not very fast.
Yeah, I'm
He
definitely
says-
just to travel with my friend his pace. He can't go any faster, so I'm afraid I gotta stick by his side.
He goes, "All right. Well, I made it to the king in time, so he's waiting for you. You got like 5 minutes of his time, so let's go. It's gonna take us
how
3 minutes to
far-
get there.
But with like running or like walking briskly?
Brisk walking. Let's go. Come on." And he like hurries you along, like, "Come on, let's move it."
Alright, I'll be shoved along, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he sees that you're in no hurry, so he gets behind you and he's just like, "Let's go. Come on, let's go, big boy. Let's go." And he's pretty
You just
strong, so
hear
you can feel him like pushing you along. Like, oh, okay.
Good.
You guys make it there. The king is like impatiently waiting. Like, what the heck? Let's go. Let's do this already. What do you need? What's up?
Here.
Is that a letter for you? Good day, sir.
He does not take it from you. He's like, "I don't like being handed things." So my assistant here, they'll take it. They take it. They inspect it really fast. They
Oh,
like make sure
so why
it's not
don't-
like poisoned.
Why don't you guys just let people deliver it to you. That's not the person that... I don't understand your guys' logic.
He's like, you know what? Just what is this
It is message.
message from who?
It's a message from a tree that's unhappy about some
Trees
burning.
don't talk. Trees don't talk.
Well, I guess he 3-int, so he 3-int, not just 3.
A tree ant? Like
Yes.
big, great, huge, tall tree ants? This is a message from a tree ant.
He's not very tall, but basically, yes, he 3-int.
Tree ants are huge. Like, did you deliver me a message from a tree ant, or did you deliver me a message from a bush, or what's going on here?
Well, I guess you could consider him bush, but I mean, he's still practically 3-int.
Okay. Well, we're gonna leave it at that. What does it say? What does he want? What's going on?
We didn't read it.
Well, you didn't read it, didn't you discuss this with him? You're his messenger. What is this?
Now, what kind of courier would read all the mail he's been hired to deliver? This is a private dispatch from a disgruntled woodman to you, your magisterialness.
Magisterial. Wow, what a condescending tone. Okay. So here's what happens. Everything that gets delivered to me is usually negotiated with or talked about with the messenger from the message writer. So that's fine. You don't know what it says, whatever. And he looks over to his assistant, and his assistant says, apparently there's it's kind of long, actually. It seems like he's made an entire list of every creature that has been killed by your Blackguard. We don't have Blackguard. Do you have a Blackguard? He goes, and then make an insight check, or sorry, a perception check.
I got the 14.
7.
7? Okay. Cal, you have no idea what's going on, but Vug, you can kind of see that the king has got a little bit nervous. Like, no, we don't have a Blackguard. Obviously, it's not ours. And the assistant is just unfurling this scroll of thing after thing after thing. Some of them have pictures next to them, and there's just a list of all of these critters that are apparently being killed, and trees that are being killed, and bushes that are being burnt, and trees that have cut down, acorns that were stepped on, all these things. And it's just oh my god. And then at the end of this scroll, which is in a huge pile now because it's not rolled up, is a huge comical pile of unfurled scroll is please stop killing the forest. And the assistant looks kind of annoyed, and the king is this isn't us, so I'm sorry, we can't help you.
Oh, no.
No skin off my neck. I was hired to deliver it. I don't care what you do now. Can I go? I'm not good with this whole business. Bow a little bit.
And you bow. If you guys would like, would either of your characters kind of do another perception check, or would they do another investigation check, or anything, an insight check of any kind, because they would be interested in it? It's kind of what their natural character would do.
No, Cal
Vug is
is really over this.
Yeah, Cal is over
Yeah.
this, I can tell. But Vug, would he do something?
Well,
Just
Vug is
natural-
tired, so I don't really know if he would do a lot of stuff in general right now. He just got shoved along at a brisker pace than he was hoping for. So, probably not.
Wyatt, you seem to be eating this up or something.
Yes. I like this.
I'm super distracted by everything you're doing.
Sorry. Yeah, I am a fan of the short ant god Bush, who just sent a list of all of the burning acorns and trees and plants. It's the best.
I'm sorry, that ended up being a lot funnier than I intended it to be. Oh, gosh. Especially when I hear you say it, it's way funnier. Okay, I gotta get over this. I gotta move this story along. And as you, so the king is obviously like annoyed right now. He tells the assistant who's unfurled the scroll, like, roll it up, get it out of here, put it in storage. I don't care what you do with it. And then he looks to his other assistant to the side. He says, "Get me. What's his name? What is his name?" And the assistant goes, Bernard.
Sure.
He says, "Yes, Bernard. Get me Bernard right now." And then they walk away. All right.
Well, I guess that is time for us to leave, Cal. We did our job. Nice, like good. I don't. What are we?
We are best buds.
Yeah.
Best
like.
buds.
All right, let us go, best bud.
So as you walk down this super long hallway, the great big warrior elf is kind of like in tow behind you. Like, I'm really sorry. He doesn't usually act that way. I don't know what's going on. And we have also seen that the forest has been kind of declining. And we thought that was Qualis. Qualis is very peaceful with us and our people. And like, it was weird because it looks like the forest is dying, is what you hear this big elf say. And as you look back, that assistant is still like rolling up this huge scroll, like, gosh dang it, like freaking Qualis and his detailed description of everything.
My friend, run that by me one more again. You thought Qualis was the one destroying his own forest?
Well, no, we didn't know it was being destroyed. Like, it's kind of far away still. Like, it's a day's walk. So we just noticed it was receding. And a lot of the farmers have been saying that a lot of their crops have been dying that's next to the forest. And usually we get the most yield from our crops that are right next to the forest. So like, it's been weird the last, I think, year? No, it's been longer than that. It's been over 5 years since this has kind of been happening. So
It has been 5 years, and not once has anyone gone and to talk to the man that makes all your food grow. No.
well, typically Qualis entertains our children a lot, and the children have stopped going, and it's the children didn't want to go anymore because they said that the area stinks and that there's not any lively shows of bay and
Hold
things
up.
like
So
that.
if I'm getting it right, you just let your children walk a day's journey out to go meet a random treant, little treant man.
No, this is it's kind of
By
like a field
themselves?
trip. It's like a field
Oh.
trip for the kids that we take them on. The kids of the city, like if they want to go, they get to go out and visit with Qualis. He's really nice. He's been great, but we haven't done that in the last few years because the kids say that a couple times Qualis hasn't shown up, and that it's like kind of rotting in a way. We thought Qualis is getting sick, so we wanted to give him his space. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we just assumed, and we've sent a messenger over there twice, and they just never came back. So we didn't want to bother him anymore.
Was this messenger this said black guy?
Or no, the Black Guard, whatever that was, we've never heard of that before. So, I mean, the king acted kind of funny when that was brought up, but I mean, he's always been a good king. I don't know, he has been on edge last couple of years. I mean, everything kind of seems like it's connected in a way. So I never really thought about it until you guys showed up. So
Hold that thought, my friend. I'm gonna pull out my rock. Hey, Qualis, you still there?
and you can hear in the background a rumbling of like a squeak of an eagle, the like chitter chatter of a beetle, and you can hear Gerard going, oh my gosh, we did it. Oh, that was just a tiny bird.
So exciting.
Must be the wrong wrong.
And Qualis
Yeah.
Wrong
comes on and he goes, oh, Have you delivered my message yet?
Yes, indeed we did. I need you to stay on the rock for a moment. I'm gonna hand you off. I'm gonna hold the rock out to the guard. I'll call us.
The guard is like superstitious, and he's like, "Oh, what are you handing me? What is that?"
Rock that
Take the
talks.
rock.
You're an elf.
Uh,
This is like the simplest magical nonsense you've ever seen.
Nope.
Take the
Mm-mm.
rock.
I don't do magic. I do fists and
Here,
me.
take this one then.
Nope. That looks like the same thing, and I don't touch magic things.
What?
And you're holding up in front of his face. And he's like, nope, nope. He's very athletic, so you cannot touch this guy with this rock at all.
Okay, hey, Koalas, how valuable is this here speaking rock you've bestowed upon me?
Well, it takes me a month to make one. I have many, but I'd rather you didn't lose it.
Well, what if I were to use it to establish a line of communication so y'all could figure out why the forest's dying? Much more efficient than waiting however many hours to deliver your mighty sad obituary note there.
Good job, Michael. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was good. Okay.
That was a point.
I'm sorry. Well, the rock, the listening stone, kind of has a charge. It needs to come back here every week to continue working. So,
I see. Then, all right. I guess I won't chuck it at the king's head.
you can hear Koalas chuckle like, in the background.
All
All
right,
and,
do it.
Mr. Guardman.
Do it,
I never did catch your name. What's your name, Mr. Guardman?
I'm sorry, we don't give out our names. We're just guards, assistants, whatever you. We help out. We don't give out our names. I'm sorry.
That's quite all right. I'm going to call you Dennis because I ain't going to call you Guard all this time. Now, Dennis, what I'm going to need from you, if you be a little bit more,
please,
Dennis.
just to refer to me as guard, and that would be much more appropriate.
It looks more like a Billy to me, not a
Oh,
Dennis.
nope. Names are not good here. I am your assistant. I am here to help you. Please just refer to me as such.
Now, when you say names aren't good here, are you referring to some kind of fierce shenaniganery?
Oh. Oh, no.
No, we just don't give out our names, and we help everyone in need. I am now assigned to you two until you say you no longer need assistance, and I escort you out of the castle.
All right, then, Guard. Since I'll respect you, I'm not going to call you by whatever names. Although I do think that Dennis is a fitting name for as refined and handsome of an individual as yourself.
And he kind of like mumbles under his breath, like, Dennis is super insulting. Whatever.
That's why it's a Billy.
Billy's just sounds like a redneck name. But whatever.
You're welcome.
From you, my good friend, Mr. Helpful Guard Man.
Thank you.
Well, you're very welcome. Now, what I want from you is you talk to whatever guard captain or commander or what have you that gives you your marching orders, so to speak, and just let them know that Qualis wants to open a line of communication that would be easier than sending unrefined gentlemen such as myself tromping all the way across the woods and back all day. Just send some messengers to like the edge of the woods, and he can send someone else. Just have your guy figure out some communications thing, so I don't have to put up with all this business. All right?
The guard, your assistant, kind of comes up with an idea, and he's like, "Oh, you can see like light bulb. an idea comes to him. He's like, "Oh, that's a great idea. We'll just put like a mailbox right at the edge of the forest, and between our kingdoms and between our two kingdoms. That's a great idea. We'll do that."
Now that's a right brilliant
Mailbox.
idea. You invented the Pony Express, my friend.
Didn't you guys say you don't do like mail?
We don't like when it comes to the king. He deals with things directly. He has been kind of off-putting lately, but he deals with things directly. So if there's ever an issue, somebody needs assistance, they go to him, they present their case, and he deals with it and divvies out, power,
Well, I mean, I've
whatever
never
responsibilities.
gone to him, so that is fine. Shall we
So-
go?
He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, let's. I'll get you guys out of here, and so he escorts you out. You guys walk out of the kingdom, or out of the castle. Excuse me. He leaves you at the gate. He says, "Hey, thank you for your time. Thank you. I would appreciate a 5-star rating."
Yelp review,
And-
please.
And he a Yelp review is a great thing to do. And he
Nice.
kind of like have a great one, guys, and he walks away. And the kind of the door shuts behind him.
1 star. He's not very good. You make me run.
Way too
Alright.
much running.
So now you guys are outside of the castle. You can make your way back to Qualis if you'd like, or you can go see the tavern because it's getting nightfall. You can stay the night here, or whatever you'd like to do. Real quick, decide what you'd like to do, but we're gonna jump back over to Gerard really fast and see what he does in this moment of triumph over an eagle. Supposed eagle.
He throws a dart at the bird that's flying away. That's what he does.
Okay, I would like you to make a attack roll for me. Good luck.
I have 3 attacks. So hopefully. Here we go. First one is a 26.
No.
Second one is a... Oh my gosh, it went from a 19 to a 1. 8. No, 9 to hit. Darn it.
You hit the beetle and insta-kill it.
So here's the deal. Even with like your precise throw of the first dart, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna peg this bird right in his dome piece. I'm gonna kill him. And that bird just kind of like, whoof, and like lands on the dart and sails away. Like, yeah.
Ugh, that jerk. And my last
And
one
then
was a
takes your
20.
dart
So,
with him, and you've lost that dart. So
yeah. I don't hit it. My last one was a 20, so sad.
all right, so yeah, it would have had to be like a 30 hit because that was a nimble bird.
A nimble.
A very nimble bird. So, you've hit this point where you have bonded with your beetle. You have kind of done some training, and you've gained experience now. You and
Level 3.
you get to level up. Wyatt.
Yes.
Amy is halfway there. Vug and Cal are a quarter way there.
Oh,
So,
because
You
of all
guys-
the running, you can't level up. Come on, man.
So next time we come to my universe, you get to be level 6. Yeah. And
Level 6
I would like
I can
to.
easily kill a bird.
That was really quick for Gerard. We're kind of at the end of his day. He doesn't really need to do anything else.
Nope.
That is where Gerard is going to be done for our session. We're going to
Never
take about 5 to 10 more minutes with Cal and Vug, and we're going to see what they want to do, and then we're going to end our session for tonight. Cal and Vug, you are at the outside of this castle. You have been meandering through around the shops. There's things to go. That same tavern where you dropped off a little boy, which is kind of weird, is seems to be doing just fine right now. It's not busy, but it's obviously there are people there. You're standing. This is kind of at the main gate of the kingdom. There's like maybe 10 shops between you and the gate, and it seems like they kind of want to close up for the night. What are you doing?
Now, my large friend here, I'm tired. I know you're tired as well. So we make it back to our friends and see if we can get the band back together, as it were, to figure out what we're gonna do next. Because I don't want to spend any more time in this weird town. Everyone here seems either too helpful, too mean, or just plain dumb.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yes, I think we should walk back because of dumb men. Yes.
I'm glad we're in agreement on this.
All right,
Yeah.
so you guys are gonna walk back in the middle of the night to Qualis.
Ain't no rest for the wicked, brother.
Yeah, I've pulled my share of all-nighters out there on the range. You do what you gotta do.
All right, so as you're walking to go, sorry, I was just reading Ben's message because it popped up. I got distracted. As you're walking out, you're walking to the gate of the kingdom, where there's a big wall, and there's a big drawbridge, and they're starting to raise it up. Clearly, they want to close it. You're about 60 feet away from it, and they're bringing that drawbridge up, and it's going up. What do you do?
Hold on a minute now. We're trying to get out. Please don't lock us in here with all the overly helpful fellows. It would be very helpful to us if you would leave that gate open for just another minute or two.
It's about halfway up. You're about halfway there, and you can see there is another very tall elf. He says, "Sorry guys, we closed the gate right at dusk because of beasts. There are a few evil creatures that roam around our fields in the middle of the night, and that's why we have this wall. So if you're here, we don't suggest you leave. We would like you to go find a room. If you need assistance, we can give you one for free. There's kind of like our soldier barracks just right over here. You have a cot for you. You can sleep till morning."
Just leave it halfway for now, so you don't have to like recede. We'll just squeeze out the side real quick. It's not going to be a problem.
He goes, "Oh, there's a moat down there, right?"
We swim. We good swimmers. Not really. We good swimmers.
No, believe me, you don't want to get into that moat. I promise. So he's like, take the bridge up, and it starts going back up.
No,
By
sir, wait,
By
sir.
the time you can get to it, it's
Wait.
closed.
Crud.
Does being
We're climbing.
I'm not going to start climbing. That's too much effort for me.
I mean, it's a big wooden wall, so there's not really much to grab hold of. So, unless you've got some like epic rock climbing fingertips, like some of the crazy
Daggers.
Yeah. You're not gonna do it.
Like in Sinbad.
Now, Mr. Gabb, sir, does being helpful just stop at night? 'Cause,
No, like I just offered you beds. Like you can literally sleep right here, and the first thing you can be the first people out in the morning. Once we lower the bridge, we
Yes, but our
don't
friends
go
are in
out
danger.
at night. We do not go outside of these walls at night. We made sure everyone was in already, and nobody's left out there. We don't leave people out there because there is a couple of creatures that are like they try to kill everything. So
What
We
if
don't
we
mess
will
with
kill
them.
these creatures for you?
Ooh. Counter
I
offer.
don't know if you will be able to. Everyone that has come against them has died. So, and we've sent out teams of 10 before. So
Do we
We don't
look
suggest
like we can't fight like a team of 10 men?
he says, "Will you bring me?" Yeah, you're right. We don't mention names. You know who I'm talking about, right?
You know,
Bring him over here. Yeah, bring me that guy.
There's some kind of fayish nonsense going on here.
I agree.
And this old, like, clearly, this is an elf that is bloody ancient. This man is old, and he is big
Don't call him
and
son.
tough. What?
Don't call him son.
What'd you say?
Cow.
Don't call him son. Don't do it. I mean, this guy is he is an old elf, and this guy looks hardy. Okay? He is a stud muffin of all sorts. He comes walking up. He's missing an eye, and usually elves, they've got some health, they have some health, they have some healing abilities. This guy's missing an eye, and it looks like it was a bad hit. He comes walking up, and he goes, "How may I help you?"
We need to get through the gate.
Yeah, you ain't getting out tonight.
Do you guys have a sewer passage or?
Kill him.
Now, pardon my rudeness, friend, but you are one ugly son of a bitch.
You're damn right I am. So, I'm gonna tell you right now, young man, you are not getting out this gate. And if you'd like, I'll knock you out, and I'll go put you in that cot over there. But you're giving my men a hard time. This ain't gonna go down well. These men are here to help you. They're here. They offer excellent customer service. And if you are gonna just disobey that, then man,
I am giving all of you 1-star reviews on Yelp.
Gasp.
like a whole bunch of the elves and the humans that are guards in the back, like, oh.
No, we don't need to quite go that far. Now, I'm assuming your aesthetic features are from them beasts out there this gate's meant to keep out.
Well, no, the wall itself and the moat and all the traps we have outside this gate keep the beasts out. And if we absolutely have to, we have 2 secondary defenses that are pretty tough. So, no, not opening that gate for you. And y'all can sleep right there and be gone first thing in the morning. Or we'll just have to subdue you and do this the old-fashioned way.
But that is so much longer than I expecting, because we need to be gone and back in 2 days now.
Yeah, listen.
You have 2.5 days.
I've got a proposal for you, and I'm not the saint of bribe. Don't you worry. I'm not impinging upon your honor. But how's about we drink for it? You and I, whoever can drink the most gets their way.
Well, we can drink, but that gate is not opening tonight.
You got the siege weaponry, the catapults, or whatnot?
Well, we got it all, boy. We've got it all.
I outdrink you, and you send us over that wall with one of them there catapults.
Wait a second.
We do not send people to their deaths.
Well, I mean,
So
we
It's
can,
not
we can
happen. If you really want to, first light, you can do that. I don't suspect you'll survive the landing, but we don't send people to their deaths.
believe that we can survive the fall.
Well, God, I don't think we're going to get through this man. He seems like he's come up against something much more stubborn than either of us are ever going to be.
Well, yeah, but he also looks older than dust, which means if we
That's
do this
right,
for long
young
enough,
boy.
we'll fall apart.
I am older than dust, and if you want to go there, I'll tell you my stories.
Stories, bro. I'm like 32 years old. I don't listen to stories anymore.
Yeah, you don't seem like you do. Guess what? I'm almost 3,200 years old.
Wow, you're old.
So, you turned down my
Keep
proposal.
this character.
Now, you turned down
Sorry.
my proposal, but what about we just end this on a peaceable night? Let's just drink. All right?
Let's go. Let's go drink.
We ain't gonna get out of here without a fight, and ain't nobody want to start a fight. Believe me. These
Well,
men,
I mean, I kind of want to fight, but not him.
Yeah, no,
Well, a good tavern just down the road, so I heard there's a new employee there. Let's go see if they're any good.
let's go, Sonny.
All right. As our players walk with a hardy elf warrior on down to the tavern, Cow is totally tanked by, I don't know, 10 drinks, and this elf is just like, whatever.
Oh, see if I can hold my drink.
You can't hold your own with this drink. And I'm just kidding. But that's where we're going to end tonight. Our players are stuck in the kingdom. Our Gerard and Sush are both training with their mounts and leveling up pretty quickly, it seems. And we're
Like
going to figure
this.
out
A little
what
bigger,
happens with
like
this
this.
kingdom next time we come back to Boo's
A
Universe.
little more. No.
But other than that, everyone,
this.
thank you so much for supporting
Okay.
us and watching us, and listening to us. I hope our audio issues are
Not
going away because we're
bigger.
figuring it out. And we definitely need to thank Wyatt for that because he puts a lot of effort into this for us.
Yeah, it's not that
And please,
much, you know, just
If you
waking up
guys
at
like
4 in
us,
the
go
morning.
buy some
This a
Pencast
big.
merch.
This a big.
Oh, yeah.
cabin.
Or sign up for HelloFresh.
See.
Or sign up for
HelloFresh.
HelloFresh right now.
They're pretty
HelloFresh
good.
will help us in the short
But
term.
it's a.
In the long term, we would like you to buy, like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 t-shirts and hoodies and hats and stuff like that from us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
But other than that, thank you ever so much. Thanks for letting me DM. Hope you all enjoy it.
Yeah, it's great. Real quick, last announcement before we do head out. Remember the streamathon we're doing on May 28th. It's going to be real fun. Going to have really cool rewards and prizes. So make sure to come join us for that. And we'll do a fun one-shot that'll have extra giveaways with it. But thanks all for watching. We're headed out now.
Papa?
Have a good night. See you all.
Have a good night.
Say bye.
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 Bye.